He's a bad mother.
Well. Good morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Boy, what a day this is going to be. I meant that to come out in a positive way.
Yeah, I'm very excited about today.
All right.
You have a problem with today already?
Possibly. No. I just realized how I said that. It sounded. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby. Hey. Hello, Willie Griswold.
Morning, Chick.
And as I live and breathe, the one, the only, Josh Arnold has returned.
Hello.
At last, Josh has come back to the show.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, for a while, people didn't know you were gone. Because you're kind of famous for not speaking in the first hour of the show.
I would say infamous for not speaking. Yeah.
Tried to tell him that's not really a joke with Josh, and it's much like why are you in a bad mood when somebody is not in a bad mood, and then that puts them in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my philosophy's always been Tom mentions I don't talk. I'll show you not talking.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, welcome to the show. We've got a stack of letters here. We've got some interesting stuff in the overnight news.
We've got an email right off the bat about you and your stars and your moon and your Venus and your Jupiter. Or
oh, cool.
The hell you were talking about earlier in the week, right?
He's been big on, before I was even sick, celestial events, hasn't he?
Yes, you really have.
Did you see the moon last night?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Full moon.
Do you know what? You know that song Moon Shadow? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the thing. When the moon is so bright, you're out there walking the dogs, look down and go, "Wow, moon. I can see the shadow just from the moon."
Moon shadow.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the celestial letter?
What was your lyric to the Moon Shadow song?
We really can't discuss that. It involves a certain political event.
Hey, Tom, jerk.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried that star app that you talked about.
Oh.
I pointed it at the moon. Sure enough, it said moon. I checked a few constellations out and got their names, sure enough. As I was bringing my phone down, the lens just happened to catch my wife's backside, and across the screen it said Uranus.
No way.
Oh,
That's a good app.
nice.
It works pretty well.
It's
Jason
great.
from a state that I will not mention.
Shouldn't it have said her anus?
It's called Skyview, and you take your phone and you point it up, and it tells you what you're seeing. It's so cool. Because a lot of times you think, oh, that's a nice star out there. It's not. It's a planet.
Isn't there a James Bond song called Skyview?
Skyfall.
Nothing but Skyview.
It's a good song. I don't know why you don't like that one.
Skyfall.
Makes no sense.
It's not a good song.
I don't think
Shove
James
the
Bond
title in.
films really have to make all that much. I mean, the songs make.
Are
that
you
much
kidding
sense.
me? Carly Simon, Heaven Above Me, The Spy That Loved Me. Are you kidding me?
I like that.
That's a
one.
great song.
Goldfinger, of course, the classic James Bond song.
Yes.
I like that.
Probably the high. Is that the highest charting, or is it no? It's probably Live and Let Die.
It's the worst,
Yeah.
most popular song.
Oh, I think A View to a Kill is probably the highest charting, Tom.
That
Thunderball. Oh, yeah, Tom Jones.
Yeah, now, see, Thunderball makes no sense. Even the guy that wrote that song is quoted as saying it. I have no idea what this means.
The delivery.
Oh.
Tom Jones.
That's that's great. I think we have a Tom Jones of vinyl.
Tom Jones eats it, okay?
He's great. He's on tour right now. What is he, 85?
Oh, we've got to go.
I can't wait to see that over.
Eddie and I saw him in Vegas.
Yeah.
What are you
Tom
doing?
Jones.
What are you doing in Vegas with Eddie?
I was with he and his wife.
Oh,
That's
What
even
a
weekend.
That stays in Vegas, huh?
the old thruple, huh?
Hot stuff.
I was there.
Okay.
Oh, well, no.
Wow.
No, that's just sick.
You didn't go to Tom Jones.
Talk about a raining dark
I'd seen him a
cloud.
couple times before then.
Did you buy anything in Vegas? Did you gamble at all? Did your wallet leave your pants? Yes or no?
Of course.
I don't believe you. How many times did you say this?
Eddie, buy me a shrimp cocktail.
Not even
Right this second.
Although shrimp cocktails in Prime Rib are like $2.99 in Vegas. So.
Well, they get you elsewhere.
Yeah, I know that, Tom. That's why I said that. See, this is why I was nervous when I opened my mouth for the first. You want to
Tom Jones, Tom Jones' #1 song of all time.
Delilah.
It's not unusual.
It's not unusual. #1, #2, She's a Lady.
Oh, that's a good one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Delilah, #3.
Where's Sex Bomb?
Sex bomb,
let's see.
sex bomb.
I've never even heard of that.
That
where's
song
Kiss?
stinks on ice.
Number 4, Tower of Song. Sex Bomb is number 7.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Tom Jones' Kiss, Prince's Kiss, he does a good version of that. I'll give him that.
I like that one.
Fans for you.
Let's see. That is not in his top 10, I'm afraid.
is that good?
Yeah, I know this. I assume this is a charting position. But yeah, coming in hard number 5 from the album What's New Pussycat? The young Tom Jones.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that song.
I am going to come over there and slap you upside the head.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. On this list, you're correct. Kiss is number 6.
Just a little kiss.
Is it technically Art of Noise?
Oh, it is
with,
Art
with
of
Tom
with,
Jones?
yeah.
the Art of Noise mix, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, it says Tom Jones and Art of Noise. Let's see. It says Tom Jones gives a booming, round sensibility to the track. Oh, someone was an art history major. Yikes! We could BS.
It reminds me of some kid every now and then, like Monday or Tuesday, he's writing the sports updates for AP.
Where does green grass of home fall?
Oh.
Yeah, I like that one.
Let me see. I'm
Didn't he
looking
do
at-
Daddy, Don't You Walk So
No.
Fast, too? I know that was Wayno, but I think Tom
yeah.
did a version of it.
Could be. No, that's not on this list, Ace.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the criteria is being applied here, but I think this is a charting in America. So, and of course, it's weird because almost everything is out digitally now. There were certain artists that held back for reasons.
Let me stop here and congratulate you for presenting this in a totally different way each and every time. I for one appreciate you.
Well, those new to the show,
Sure.
we'd like to welcome you to the Bob and Tom Show.
Heck
And
yeah.
you mentioned Eddie, our engineer.
I did.
Highly competent
Very.
Eddie, our engineer, a very handsome man. And Eddie has been kind enough to rig up a...
when he's not in Vegas with Christy and
Yeah.
Ace
Eddie rigged
doing
up
God knows what.
Eddie rigged up a
There were
turntable.
quite a few people.
A turntable here in the room so we can play some of the classic vinyl. There was a time when, as a so-called disc jockey, one would take
baby.
a vinyl
Yeah,
disc.
go, Tom. Flower it up, baby. Flower it up. You talk that talk.
Get the record out. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is on the vinyl. Now, of course, there's the disadvantage of vinyl is the surface noise, if you will. The
Q-burn. Go ahead, say it.
Thank you, Q-burn, Christy, from excessive use of. Let's just try to play this. This is such a classic. Nice horn section here.
There we go. What's new, pussy?
Unfortunately,
What's new, pussy?
it's skipping. Let me try.
Sure is.
Pussy, pussy.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you. I'll soon be kissed. Yeah. Sweet little pussy lips.
What? You know, I heard this. It came up on my radio the other day in its entirety.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to edit.
Yeah, it's still.
Play the one that always makes me crack up. Play the best one, Tom.
I think you mean try again.
What's new, pussy, 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 yeah!
It's hammer time, baby.
I don't know why Eddie is a competent engineer. Why he can't fix this record? Oh, we may have to get a new copy.
Pussy time.
Yeah, see when you say it like that.
So when that song came out, didn't anybody go, wait a minute? I mean, that was double entendre at its
I mean, look, they
finest.
released a movie called
I still don't-
Octopussy.
I still don't get that, how that got out.
Is that pre
Yeah.
or post Octopussy? Is that before?
that's pre-Octopussy, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, when Goldfinger came out, and I was, whatever, 10 years old, and they have a character named Pussy Galore. Even then, I'm going, really? The editor didn't go, hey, Ian, come here for a second. Look, I noticed you had a lot of snatch and Pussy Galore here. Maybe we should go a little more subtle. What do you think?
Who wrote that song?
Is that Burt Bacharach?
I believe.
What's New Pussycat? I don't know. It
I'm
could be.
surprised when you first told me that.
I think that's Pal David and Burt Bacharach.
Pretty
No?
sure it was John Prine.
John Prine.
Really? Right after
No.
Sam Stone, he wrote that one.
Yeah, Angel in Montgomery and that.
No, it was Angel, quit hollering at me. Pussy, what's new, pussy?
Yeah.
Joni Mitchell wrote that right after
you ever heard-
she finished the Blue album and figured I got to write something a little more poppy.
Have you ever heard John Prine's Quit Hollering at Me? Man, that's a good
Yes.
song. Quit hollering at me.
Coming up, a new feature. Coming up, a new feature, Letters from Michigan.
And I've got animal updates this morning in the Chick McGee corner of things.
What are they up to?
Well, it's a very special day for my animal contacts out there on the internet.
And Pat, get ready. Got an interesting bourbon news out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Popularity.
Right.
The popularity continues.
Bourbon's a good product. They don't have to do any selling, I don't think.
Well, it's the business is booming, apparently. Also, coming up today on the show, it'll be Mr. Skin. And speaking of skin, it'll be Sexy Time with Alli Breen.
And somebody is going to have to help me in the world of sports, explain something to me. I've got a problem this morning. Something happened. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. I can't figure it out. Maybe Willie can help. It involves the Los Angeles Lakers. Used to be my favorite NBA team with Wilt and Keith Erickson and Gail Goodrich and Jerry West.
Well, let's go back to the days where all the photos were in black and white.
But they retired a jersey yesterday that I have no idea why. So we'll talk about it.
All right.
Plus, Lamar Jackson got franchise tagged, and the Giants made Daniel Jones very, very rich. And an update from
Is he married?
Iditarod Trail. I'm not sure if Mr. Jones is married, if there's a Mythith.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure if there's a Mythith Jones.
Something to look forward to, isn't it?
Right.
We're hitting them all this
Yeah,
morning.
we are.
Welcome back, Josh A.
Give me a
Josh,
hello there.
you missed it on Monday because you know who was here.
Hello there.
Wolfman Jack.
No, you know who was here quite often the last couple of days? Shut up!
Right now, it's what's new breakfast? Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll find out what kind of pizza Ace had for breakfast this
I
morning.
gotta go through that.
As the pizza, Pat, you got a new pizza song for Ace?
I have a new pizza song for Ace.
Every day, a new pizza song for you, John.
Josh, shoot me.
You missed a couple. Oh, we'll have to revisit those. They're
It's been
so
hell, Josh. It's been terrible here.
And then I had a big surprise planned for
can't
today.
get sick
It's
ever
been
again.
postponed.
A surprise has been
big surprise
postponed?
for today, postponed. Sorry, technical issue, but we'll get to that in the next couple.
It never
of days.
works out. Believe me, we're better off. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Now I want to say spring is here, of course, or almost here, and it's time to. You hear that thing in your ear? It's your taste buds going. We're bored. That's right. Your taste buds are bored. They're sick of your cooking. So how do you expand your horizons? I think the best way to do it is to do this, saving a bunch of money, having a great time with HelloFresh. HelloFresh goes out there. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. Then they send you the kit, if you will. And inside that could be maybe one of their newest ones. They've got a whole bunch of cool things called the Dietitian Win Program. Each under 700 calories, made with less sodium, and power up with protein smart options like one pot pork and black bean chili or creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. You know how this works. HelloFresh has an entire array of recipes every week. And by recipes, I mean it's the whole kit and caboodle. You get everything you need, and it's pre-measured and ready to go and extraordinarily fresh. That's the whole idea. Willie, what are you working on over there?
Check out the pork carnitas tacos with pickled onion and Monterey Jack cheese. HelloFresh is going to send you 12 ingredients, put those together in 4 easy steps. In just over a half hour using only one pan, you have these delicious, colorful tacos that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
They did the shopping. They did the walking. They walked around the grocery store. They went through that nightmare for you. Pre-portioned ingredients. Check it out. 60% off plus free shipping with the code BTShow60. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Remember, food from every corner of the food universe. If you want good old-fashioned comfort food, they got it. You're a vegan, they got you hooked up. Sign up today. 60% off. Free shipping. The code is BTShow60. That's BTShow60. HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. I'm very excited. We got Iditarod news. We got, a really cool story for you, Josh.
Yes.
Involving snorkeling.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll see what happens. You'll be very surprised. Kind of remind you of a movie, maybe. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. It is a Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Mark Allison. Wednesday, March 8th is the date. On the way, Mr. Skin with his 2023 Anatomy Awards, as well as Sexy Time. Alli Breen and Jessica Alsman, all on the way on a Wednesday right here. Oh, and Josh Arnold back in the sidekick chair. We're skating at full strength again. Let's cue the music and let the free skate begin. It's going to be a lot of fun all morning long. Glad you could join us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The best bourbons are buttery, smooth, and oaky, and a growing cult of aficionados is willing to pay an astonishing sum to score even a shot of these premium spirits. Some even willing to bend or break laws. In Oregon, a criminal investigation underway after an internal probe concluded several state liquor officials used their clout to obtain scarce bourbons, including Pappy Van Winkle. That brand so popular that it became the focus of crimes in at least 3 other states. The cases underscore how the elite bourbon business is booming. An industry group says revenues for makers of super premium American whiskey, including bourbon, grew 141% over the past 5 years. The latest eruption at Kilauea Summit on Hawaii's Big Island has paused after 61 days of volcanic activity. Hawaii News Now reports U.S. Geological Survey's Hawaiian Volcano Observatory scientists said Tuesday lava no longer flowing on the crater floor where all recent volcanic activity had been confined. Scientists say activity diminished Monday, and by Tuesday, no active lava was in the crater. USGS said the reduction in activity was related to the larger deflationary tilt drop that began February 17th, a common process at Kilauea in which the ground deflates. The drop in pressure can then cause eruptive activity to diminish. Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working his cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address, listens to the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, "I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, "Yep." He goes, "Can I see him?" He goes, "Yep, he's in the bedroom." So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
"I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida?" He goes, "Well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire." The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room to the other guys. He goes, "What's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, "'Cause he's a big liar."
That's a good one.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's
Howdy, Captain.
Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He returns. There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
This song, it always makes me think it's the first day of summer, and there's so many possibilities.
Is that right?
Plans to make.
What is it, 13 days, 12 days, 14 days till summer?
Sounds like the Gin Blossoms.
Or is that spring?
Somebody like that.
Spring, yeah.
Bodine, some
I always get spring and summer.
Bodini
mixed.
band.
I don't go out much. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Good morning.
Got a couple emails over here.
Yeah, I got a stack of them. One of them I've got to do some clarification on.
Of course you do.
Because it's a complicated, long story.
Of course it is.
That I had to do a little background reading on. But, yes, we can return to the sports desk with Mr. Chick McGee. What do you got over there?
This is from Kurt in Appleton, Wisconsin. Yes.
Oh, I love Appleton.
Close to Michigan, but not Michigan. Happy birthday to my golden retriever, Bo.
All right.
He turns 12 today.
Yay.
He's been a lifelong listener. Good morning, Bo. You're a good boy.
Bo, you are such a good doggy.
So
What's your favorite thing in life, Bo? I know it's me rubbing your ears.
He looks like he's out leaning on the lampposts with the come hither look.
What a gorgeous dog.
Oh, that's an English cream golden retriever.
What's going on?
Tim's handsome.
Yeah, just like you have. We know.
Yeah.
No, the reason I bring it up is
white.
If you have one, you probably have a really good connection to a vacuum cleaner salesman because
A lot of dog hair.
A lot of dog hair.
And I can't
You love spring, don't you?
Yeah, they're such good doggies.
I can't believe it, but Chick the Chicken is having a updated photo of Chick the Chicken from Jenna. If you'd like to see the Chick the Chicken, there
That's her chicken, her pet chicken.
That's
what a handsome yard bird.
Can you eat rooster? What's the? You
can, yeah.
Yeah, what's the?
I think you can eat anything.
You got to be careful getting their legs upright. They might hit you with that pecker.
Never gotten hit with a pecker, Josh.
I have, but I've learned my lesson. Those holes in the bathroom stalls are not to be looked into.
Hey, check this thing out.
Oh, what's going on?
There's mud in your eye.
Somebody pooping over there. Oh!
Whoa.
Now it's time for a couple quick things.
And now here's Pat Godwin.
Well, Pat, we have a news story. Christy, do you have the news story about the crimes in the world of bourbon? This is interesting.
That's a news story.
It mentions the bourbon Pappy Van Winkle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bourbon crime. Oh, is it like faux Pappy Van Winkle?
Well, growing cult of bourbon aficionados are apparently willing to pay an even astonishing amount of money to score premium spirits. Some even willing to bend or break laws. In Oregon, a criminal investigation is underway after an internal probe concluded several state liquor officials used their clout to obtain scarce bourbons, including Pappy Van Winkle. That brand so popular it became the focus of crimes in at least 3 other states. The cases underscore how the elite bourbon business is booming. An industry group says revenues for makers of super premium American whiskey, including bourbon, grew 141% over the past 5 years.
But yeah, there's some super expensive stuff out there.
Pappy Van Winkle's always, if you go to a charity auction thing now, they have a bottle of that. It's unbelievable.
It'll go for $1,000 at the charity.
Many thousands.
Anybody tried it?
Pappy Van Winkle on sale, Family Reserve Rye, $2,200 a bottle.
Has anybody ever tasted it?
Nope.
No.
You can get it custom engraving on your Pappy Van Winkle 15-year bourbon for $3,000.
Wow.
On top of the $2,200?
No, that's the price of the bottle.
Very nice gift for.
Now, the
lowest price I see is $1,000.
The home of bourbon in many ways is the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and many fine bourbons are created in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We're going to be down there for a special bourbon event, as a matter of fact, coming up later this year. But right now, Pat, you have a tribute to the great bourbons of Kentucky?
Yes.
Kentucky bourbon with ice makes me feel fine. It'll take a girl as a 4, make her a 9. I'm starting to ogle in my bourbon goggles. Kentucky bourbon, I'm feeling witty. She's looking pretty. Kentucky bourbon. I mean, a girl at the bar's pounding the stuff. She says when I get cute, she's had enough. She tells me I'm hot after about 3 shots. Kentucky bourbon in the back of the Uber. I get to luber. Goes down smooth. So does the bourbon. Kentucky bourbon.
What a nice tribute. Thank you.
Isn't that lovely?
Apologies to Mr. Neil Diamond. We have Ace Cosby in the room, of course. Ace is our engineer here. And Ace is eating nothing but pizza for the
I think if we're going to do this, we need to update every day with like some Italian pizza music or something. That's good. A daily feature.
Yeah, like old bed, musical bed.
But not all pizza's Italian.
I'm going to smack it. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to die killing it. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Now, Pat, every day you are creating a new pizza tribute song.
Yes.
For Ace. I'll give you a little time.
The pizza's going to get thin.
Rest the vocals there for a second. But we'll have Pat's pizza tribute. Ace, what was your pizza of choice this morning?
I had leftovers from last night. It was chicken tikka masala.
Chicken masala?
Tiki masala pizza? Where do you get that? Pizza?
A place called Chicago with a Twist.
Oh.
And I do it, specialize in a lot of Indian pizzas and vegetarian stuff. And it's traditional. But
was it good?
It was really good.
Oh, there
nice
you go.
Spice to it.
Was it a delivery?
No, I called to make my order, chick.
Yeah.
And that was pretty rough.
Oh, boy.
I see. So you had it last night and this morning. Well, I think I know who's occupying one of the Johns.
Ace, we used to do that in high school. We'd go to the Indian restaurant. We'd get the naan, the bread. We'd put a thin layer of rice on top of the bread and the sauce right on top, make a little pizza of Indian food. We called it Papa Nans. It was a real good time.
Papa Nans.
We could also do like little taco shells, and then it was non Pablos.
Oh.
Even better. Those are all great. Yeah.
No, it's good. That's a good
It was even better left over this morning after 40 seconds in the nuke.
Oh, very good. Very good. Well, Ace, we'll continue. And we have a song coming up from Pat touching on the topic of pizza. But right now, you've got some sporting news.
Wasn't 40 Seconds in the Nuke the original name of 30 Seconds Over Tokyo?
Fine movie.
70,000 pizzas vaporized.
You can still see shadows of pizzas.
Hey, the Baltimore Ravens, they designated Lamar Jackson their franchise player in a non-exclusive way, though, Tom. Now, listen to me. It's cheaper than the exclusive franchise tag. The non-exclusive franchise tag means that there's like 32 million exclusive franchises, around 40 million. But the non-exclusive franchise tag means that he can talk to any other team, and if he goes to another team and gets a better offer, he feels, and then the Ravens are entitled to 2 first-round draft picks from said team.
Are they allowed to match it?
They certainly are. Yes, and it starts the process. But they've been going round and round about Lamar and the Ravens for 2 years now. And they're going to keep him, by gosh, as their quarterback and see how that all works out.
Okay.
Yeah. And the New York Giants have reached a new 4-year contract with quarterback Daniel Jones.
Is he married?
I'll have to get on that. Can somebody find out if there's a Mrs. Jones?
Saying it's green.
Yeah. The more I listen to it, the clearer I hear.
Very clearly, Mythos.
No.
Very clearly.
No lips.
Me and Mythos.
And the Giants put the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
That's exactly right. What else do we have? Sad news out of Alaska, really.
Oh, no.
Nome? No, not no. Nome.
Oh.
33 mushers off to the races in the 2023 Iditarod Trail sled dog race. They're all very cold. My God, the cold. A 1,000-mile trail from Willow, Alaska to Nome. The days-long dark trek ends when the last musher, known as, is this supposed to be Red Lantern instead of, because I don't know what Red Lantern is.
Well, there's, of course, the Green Lantern.
Yes.
In the world of superheroes.
Yes.
It is the Red Lantern.
It is Lantern.
Yeah.
No second end.
That's correct.
All right. That's the last musher. If he's not pulled across dead in his sled, the dogs would continue going, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes none the wiser.
None the wiser. He sure is quiet back there. Yeah, he hadn't yelled
Good
at us
thing I know
once.
where we're going.
I'm getting used to this.
I mention all this to tell you this. The field is the smallest in the 50-year history of the race and full of experienced teams, by the way. I'm sorry. There are 7 rookie teams, though, out of 33. Inflation has caused some racers to turn away from the Iditarod, according to organizers.
Do you see the start?
Huskies are expensive.
Of the event. Oh, you got to feed them.
Well,
one of my favorite.
That's why the one guy just went by being pulled by 4 chihuahuas.
Oh, boy.
This guy has no chance.
Times are tough, I tell you.
Well, no, don't they have international? They have international teams, right?
Sure.
Chihuahuas,
German Shepherds over there.
camels, German Shepherds, camels, no camels.
If you want to get the dogs.
At least, but the good news is they do have snow everywhere this year.
Yes.
There have been seasons where it's been a little rough, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen those houses up Lake Tahoe?
Oh.
There's
Buried?
snow.
Yeah.
There's snow on the roof that's twice the height of the house.
It's terrible.
It's nuts.
I mean, they have to close the ski resort. That's just...
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. You can imagine those poor
Evidently,
poor rich people.
Daniel Jones, who was made very, very rich by the New York Giants yesterday, has a longtime girlfriend, Ella Bonafede, Bonafede.
She hasn't put a ring on it, so she's not Mythith Jones.
She's been behind the scenes for years, both a support and a romantic interest for Daniel. She stayed out of the spotlight. She's 5'5". I'm sorry. Ella and Daniel met at Duke.
Yeah.
Where Daniel began playing in 2015. His senior year there was 18. The duo met sometime between 15 and 18. So they are not married. But she
sinners
played on the university's Blue Devils lacrosse team. So there you go.
Oh, cool.
She's also an athlete. Be it a female.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
8
Stop
years.
it.
What's he waiting on?
Come in here.
Behave.
What's he waiting on? Is that what you said?
Yeah, put a ring on it. It's been 8 years.
We've got a specific sporting event for Tom Griswold that he can compete today.
Why buy the cow, huh, Christine?
That's right. She's where she made her mistake.
You like it? You should have put a ring on it. And more sports coming up.
God, I love that.
Thank you very much. We also have a clown update.
Oh, yeah.
Hate him.
From the world of science, why you hate clowns, Christine.
You know, there's only one reason to go to the circus. When the clowns all come out, you can yell to the crowd, "Hey, who invited these clowns?"
Oh, that's very good.
That's the only reason.
Very good.
Yeah.
Boy,
Does it get laughs every time?
Oh, the crazy laugh. Hey, that's Chick, people will say.
And the clowns go, oh, they're laughing for us, but really...
I don't. I'm with the majority, I think, of people. I don't like clowns.
Last time I went to the circus, I got the pissed off clown. I can't believe I'm doing this. I was like, what?
That's against the clown code of ethics.
Yes. It was like intermission. It was my daughter's like 5th birthday or something. We had front row seats and he was standing there, like during the intermission and he was supposed to be entertaining the crowd. Nobody's paying attention to me. I went to clown school.
No, that's Surly. He's a good clown.
He was
That's Cranky the clown.
He was cranky. It was
Pisto the clown.
You asked for a balloon animal. He blows a cigarette into a balloon animal.
Wasting my time
There you go,
here.
kid.
Oh, God, it was funny.
That'd be a cool trick.
Here, suck on that.
Pop the balloon, smoke comes out. Coming up, we have that and some interesting stuff about the size of the male member in the history of painting. It's really interesting. and how it has evolved over the years.
No.
And you can imagine we'll see. We'll talk about that. Right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be tricky. It's a lifelong process, especially because we're always growing and changing. What is BetterHelp? Well, it's a way to get hooked up with a therapist, and the entire therapy experience is experienced online. So it works this way. You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, it's easy to switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. But BetterHelp can connect you with that therapist. And once again, you can do it with a camera on. You can do it just chatting. You can do it with just chatting with text if you want. But we've all been through some tough times lately. The past few years have been extraordinarily difficult and odd for most of us, and it's a bit overwhelming, and it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. That's where BetterHelp comes in. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. Once again, that's BetterHelp. H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Get connected with a licensed therapist. More than 1 million people have done so. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Also coming up, good news for you bald guys and the story of the Petoskey Batman. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Here we go. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. I found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest. They sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are. Laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not going to call the cops, but I'm going to have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard. Sing it if you know it, even in your car. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, a car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah.
Oh,
hello.
There it is.
Wow.
Ladies, Mr. Skin, quite attractive to look at. Just saying. That's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour Eastern time. And then in the 9 o'clock hour Eastern time, it is Dear Alli. Alli Breen going to be zooming her way in from New York City. AlliBreen.com if you'd like to get your relationship letters to her. And who knows, we could be going over your relationship later this morning. Jessica Alsman, Alli Breen, and Mr. Skin on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Oklahoma voters have rejected a state question to allow recreational use of marijuana. The state question was the only issue on the ballot Tuesday. It would have legalized pot for those over the age of 21. Oklahoma would have been the 22nd state to legalize the adult use of cannabis. It would have been among the most conservative to do so. Similar proposals were rejected last year in Arkansas, North Dakota, and South Dakota. The Biden administration is preparing to relax COVID-19 testing restrictions for travelers from China as soon as Friday. The administration has decided to roll back the testing requirements as cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are declining in China, and the U.S. has gathered better information about the surge. The restrictions were put in place on December 28th, took effect January 5th, amid a surge in infections in China after the nation sharply eased pandemic restrictions. And Minnesota Vikings wide receiver KJ Osborne says he was in the right place at the exact right time to help save a man from a burning car. Osborne was riding in an Uber around 2:30 a.m. Monday in Austin when the vehicle came upon a wrecked car on an expressway. According to Austin police, the car collided with a pole and caught fire. The driver had already been removed from the vehicle by the time officers arrived. Osborne told an ESPN podcast he and the Uber driver were joined by two other bystanders in helping to save the man. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now, Pat, you promised a pizza song every day for Ace.
For Ace, you got it. Here we go. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese. Or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 800 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the dough is kneaded, flattened, and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us.
What is it, Pat?
It's always been a matter of crust.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going... Oh, yeah, just the way you love them. Real girls on video going. All kinds of real girls on video going. All across America. Real girls on video going. Features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going. That's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frickalall Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and that's Real Girls on Video Going, Real Girls on Video Going, and...
Shut up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
I've been back for 45 minutes and I got my first shut up.
Well, he didn't get a calm down yet.
There's Ace Cosby running his trap. There's Willie Griswold.
Shut up is the funniest thing you can say on a radio show. It's the absolute funniest thing you can say when you're at a job where you have to talk.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
And we've determined that calm down never works.
No, no.
But does chill work any better?
I don't think so.
Okay. Same idea, pretty much, just different verbiage.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Coming up, it'll be sexy time with Alli Breen. We're also going to visit with Mr. Skin, the authority on nudity in cinema. I guess he's got the Anatomy Awards around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
With the Academy Awards coming up. Is that this weekend?
Sunday.
Those have gotten so political, though, haven't they? The Anatomy
Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So they're primarily dominated by men whose penises swing left.
Yes, exactly. There's always a free Tibet painted on boobs.
Right. It's all about being woke.
Yes.
Who has the most woke schlong?
Oh no, Josh! There was no B and extra T in Tibet. It was free tea.
I misunderstood.
Yep, yeah, you got it.
I jumped to a conclusion, and I shouldn't.
Okay, let's see. There was something we were supposed to do here, but I forgot what it was. What have you got over there, Chick?
I guess that's the sport. A group of snowmobilers had a close encounter with a moose in eastern Idaho.
Yikes!
And it was all caught on camera. Jeremiah Bigelow, the tea baron, says he and his family were riding when a moose got between him and his brother. Moments before I started filming, the moose charged us about 20 feet. He said he put his snow machine in reverse. I didn't know snowmobiles went in reverse. Can you make a snowmobile go backwards?
Wow.
I don't know. I've never been on one.
I didn't know that either.
How do you, have you ever ridden a snowmobile?
Yeah, sure, but I not backwards.
He said he could not back up, though, because his son was right behind him on an older sled that did not have reverse.
Oh, there you go.
His brother witnessed what was happening, drew the moose's attention from them and onto himself. Hey, moose! And Bigelow said for a moment it looked like the moose was going to step off the trail into the woods, but changed its mind and charged them.
What?
My brother thought he could hit the throttle and get out of there, but the engine died, and when he did... had my brother not jumped when he did, he would have been crushed under the full weight of the moose against the handlebars.
Ooh.
And then the moose, guess what the moose did after all this, Tom?
Ran off.
Bought them dinner.
Hello, do you have any appetizers I'd like? No, he ran off into the woods. Tom's right. That's exactly right. What do you think of that, Tom?
That's interesting. It's not as exciting as the alligator story from yesterday. That was everywhere.
With the alligator with the gate? The wrought iron, the fence?
No, the one that knocked on the door, basically, and bit the guy
Daytona
in the thigh.
Beach, this guy hears this sound, goes to the front door, opens the door, and a 9-foot alligator attacks him.
Yep.
What the hell? They know how our doors work?
Apparently.
And how we answer them if somebody knocks?
I read that a
Look, let me tell you something. I've seen this 1,000 times. All you do is up there, nudge the door, somebody will open it.
Scientists said that the gators, they get... if you're cooking something, maybe it's possible the smell attracted them.
Wow.
Went to the door. Apparently, an unprovoked gator attack is pretty rare. But there have been a couple of them. Remember the one, was it a couple of weeks ago, the lady that was walking her dog?
Well, that was provoked.
It wasn't provoked.
She essentially had an entree on a rope.
Yeah, they say, do not walk, especially small dogs, near any body of water in Florida, pretty much.
Why do all the old people live near the alligators? That seems like such a flaw in the design.
Well, because they're everywhere.
Willie, it's federal law.
It's federal. That's why they do it.
5 more years, I have to move to Florida. Yes. Come on, wake up.
Okay, well, we have...
What? He's thinking it's federal law.
I want to go to Florida with you, Chick.
What have you got over there, Chick?
A town in Japan is famous for hosting an unusual competition every year. It's called, Tom, listen up.
Okay.
Bald Man Tug of War.
Oh, yeah?
The town of Tsuruta in Japan's area.
Yeah.
Aomori Prefecture hosted its famed suction cup tug of war. The contest involves 2 competitors sitting opposite from each other, attaching suction cups to their heads and pulling.
What?
I love this.
I love everything about it. The suction cups are tied together by string, and the person whose suction cup detaches first loses. We have to do this, Tom, in a glass window or something, and you pull it and see how it'll leave a ring on the top of your head.
So is this a test of strength, or is it a test of the adhesive qualities
It's a test of the human spirit, is what it is.
That's exactly
Saruda
Cupping for heads.
The Saruda Hagamasu Association developed the competition to shed a positive light on baldness.
Oh, okay.
Because there are several myths about being bald, none of which are true, nor I don't believe them for a second. For instance, bald men are angry, self-serving, conceited,
narcissistic,
megalomania.
Oh my goodness!
I think this is
pretentious.
All these bald guys are gathered around in this big circle. Guys with great hair banging their wives and girlfriends in the back. Hey, you long hairs, you keep your great rock concerts. We're going to go watch 2 idiots with bald heads.
It's not all about great hair for men, right? Women aren't that superficial, are they?
Oh, of course not.
Of course.
No.
That's a humor there after.
You got your Stanley Tucci's, your Jason Stathams. There are a series of very attractive, kind of sexy bald guys.
I love the Tucci, man. He's so cool. Mr. OTA, crowned the champion this year, marking his 3rd consecutive win in the competition.
Ooh.
Does your article mention the doping scandal?
What doping scandal?
They caught a guy with Gorilla Glue.
Oh, that's a shame, yeah.
That's what this is, just ready for to cheat, cut corners. It's all about the suction. It doesn't have anything to do about the bald head, I don't think.
Yeah.
Although I guess if you're naturally oily, you couldn't, a suction cup would not fit.
You have an oily pate?
Are you oily? Are you a greasy person?
Do you
by
have
nature?
to blot, if you will, the top of your head?
Not particularly.
You ever notice when you blow your nose, there's a lot of grease all over the tissue, if you will? You don't notice that?
Not really.
Well, we do. You're shiny right now.
Okay, thank you. Let's see now.
I've never worked so hard in my life.
You're shiny.
Got this letter. I am from I'm sorry, Dear Goofballs writes, Jennifer.
Got it.
Hey, Jen.
I am from the beauty and wonder that is Petoskey, Michigan.
Son of a bitch. I am sick to death of you and your Michigan and your Petoskey and your Harbor Spring. And although I love Lake Leland, that's a nice place.
They're all very. In any event, Bob and I, of course, moved here from WJML Radio in Petoskey. He said, my friends and I call the mullet the hockey cut. We also call when you wear denim on denim the Sheboygan tuxedo.
No, that's not. No, it's the Canadian tuxedo.
Well, they call it the Sheboygan
Well, she's
tuxedo.
wrong.
Okay.
Surrounded by wrong people in Petoskey.
She goes, interestingly enough, my sister graduated from high school with the famous Petoskey Batman. So I thought, who is the Petoskey Batman?
Playing a little fast and loose with the words, interestingly enough.
And famous.
Not to mention the word famous.
So I Googled this.
You got to Google it.
On the internet, it can confirm any wild theory. Go.
You know, Chick,
There's
they
an
got
article.
Petoskey Batman. They got Kansas City Flash. They got all those guys out there.
Article in the New York Daily News.
Spider-Man. Oh, yeah.
It's made the national newswire. The New York Daily News.
You must shut up.
The Petoskey Batman.
Please.
A guy named Mark Wayne Williams was arrested by police. He was trying to help them out while dressed, of course, as the Dark Knight.
Well, he is Mark Wayne.
This guy, at the time, 33 years of age, the police said he was just getting in their way. Quote, troopers were securing a large area for the search of a subject leaving the scene of a personal injury crash when Mr. Williams took it upon himself to search the area in his Batman persona. There's a picture of this guy dressed, of course, as
Batman.
Is he a fit man?
Not particularly.
Best movie Batman. All right, here's your choices. Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, or Ben Affleck.
It's Christian
Bale.
Christian Bale. I say Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Maybe performance, Keaton's better, but those Batman movies by Christopher Nolan are all
Christian
so
Bale
good.
acts rings around Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
Josh, your thoughts?
I think I go Keaton, but the Bale movies are better. Yeah. Because remember, Christian Bale, it's real. He talks like this.
Well, Keaton, I'm Batman.
Not really.
Chick, you know when Petoskey Batman said to Batman, "What's the difference between me and you?" Remember what Christian Bale said? I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Oh, yeah, that's right. When the fake Batman in one of the movies, he jumped on the van.
By the way, the first time the Petoskey Batman ran afoul of the law, he was dangling from the side of a building, according to this.
No. Oh, that's amazing.
Somebody help me up here.
This has got everything.
He was sentenced to 6 months probation.
He asked,
and the judge forbid him to wear his Batman costume.
I like wearing it.
You really want to wear that in prison, son?
Not necessarily.
Speaking of I Am Batman, the video, I don't know if you heard about this, Josh. I don't know where it is now, but it had over 1 million views just over the weekend of Greg Morton on our show on Friday doing his Jurassic Park tribute that has a reference to Batman in it. I won't spoil it for you. Check that out. I believe they had 1 million hits on, what was it, on TikTok. Anyway, we're coming right back. We've got snorkeling in the news in an exciting, scary way.
I'd like to go snorkeling.
And the history of penis sizes in famous paintings.
Oh, finally.
It's fascinating. over several hundred years. The depiction of the male member.
Yep, that's a penis, all right.
Yep, yeah, we'll find out how artists are treating it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Oh, so we
have the cabinets returning.
Cabinets are here. Now, Tim, we need to get to this because we have a time deadline here. We're hoping to hook up with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Beautiful.
So
all right.
move it forward.
You know, they seem to have all the time in the world until you guys got in here.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? What do you got?
Let's go.
We love these guys. Here we go. Ready to go? Let's go. Writer's block, writer's block, writer's block, that's what I've got. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I've got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
Writer's block, yes, I know. This is where the joke should go. Is there a joke there?
No.
I got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
This is good. This is better
Really
than
is.
rehearsal.
Really? You guys rehearsed a couple years ago, right?
I started out, my mind was blank. I sat and thought an hour. By then my mind was even blanker. La 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 la. La 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 la. Writer's block, it's not fair. I'm sitting in my lucky chair and I can't find funny anywhere. I've got writer's block. I've got writer's block. Blow a whistle. Ring a bell. Blow a whistle again. 'Cause I can't write a joke. No writer's block. Writer's block. That's the song. That's all I've got. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I stole that line, yeah, it's not mine, 'cause I have writer's block.
Yes, he has writer's block. He claims it's writer's block. It's always writer's block. He's never not had writer's block.
Hey, you guys, I think it's time we get some new singers. I'm getting tired of you guys.
Yeah.
Nice ringing the bell.
Bravo.
Thanks very much. Tim Cavanaugh and the
That was the
Cabinets.
best we ever did.
And the Writer's Block song.
For all the details, and good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Baltimore Ravens say they are designating Lamar Jackson as their non-exclusive franchise player. That prevents him from becoming an unrestricted free agent this month after the expiration of his rookie contract. The non-exclusive franchise tag means Jackson can negotiate with other teams, but the Ravens would have a chance to match any agreement. And if Jackson leaves, the Ravens would get 2 first-round picks. New York Giants reached a new 4-year contract with quarterback Daniel Jones and put a franchise tag on running back Saquon Barkley. NBA winners last night: Washington, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Philly, Brooklyn, Oklahoma City, Dallas, and the Lakers. Top 25 college basketball, Gonzaga wins their tournament, beating St. Mary's. And in the NHL, Toronto, Florida, Tampa Bay, the Isles, Colorado, Arizona, and Seattle skate to wins in victory. Pittsburgh wins in overtime, beating Columbus, and Carolina and Calgary win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer.
Nice toss, Graber.
Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay, Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy? Plain black floor-length dress.
When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it, Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking.
You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them, because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because, remember, when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates, and you go and you get coffee, and you see movies, and you talk, and you have this wonderful sex, and it's, I love you, and I love you. And then you go home, and I love my cable, and I love my refrigerator, I love my life. Then they move in, and then they're right in your face. And, hi, we live together now. Hi, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, I just had a
Bill's coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, this morning coffee is hot and fresh, and it is good.
It's our coffee report. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
I had to finish mine because you're saying funny things, making me spit it out while I'm trying to enjoy my morning Joe.
What were some of the funny things he was saying?
Tom, we were being...
I missed it.
We were being a little naughty off the air, a little naughty.
Yeah, I was over here doing something I didn't hear. I'm sure it was.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's the hardest working man in the history of the world, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Got a couple things here. First off, Ace Cosby is our pizza man.
Son of a...
He is he's eating nothing but pizza for the entire month of March.
And it's a fascinating topic.
And he's keeping track of all the pizzas.
The bizarro world.
But the corollary to this, if you will, is Mr. Godwin has been tasked with creating a pizza song every day.
I think you meant coronary.
And Pat, I certainly have enjoyed your pizza songs.
Yeah.
And Josh missed them. So this gives us a chance, I think, to revisit a couple of them.
Oh, yeah, Oskay sent them to me.
Do you want to share one of the classics with us?
Yeah, this one had 2 verses. I can make it a 1-verse song. And,
okay, go ahead.
Kind of shorten up a bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the pizza dough is kneaded and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us. It's always been a matter of crust. It's always been a matter of crust. That was one of them.
Nice. Our apologies to Mr. Billy Joel. Matter of crust. You know he's been asked to do that by somebody, but
I don't. I don't think
so.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's doesn't really need the cash. No. He's rather busy creating his great music. Now, Pat, do we have a new one for today?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay, so once again, a song every day from Pat.
You want it now?
Of course.
All right, I think we're all saying, come on, come on, come on, come on, oh. Pizza every meal, boys. I hope you're a hungry man. Oh, yeah, you know you are. But eating all those carbs and cheese, oh, you might spend the night on the can. Oh, Cosby, you know you will. And each time you take a bite, you might think you've had enough. But we're rooting for you, Ace Cosby, to make it the whole month. We want you to eat it, eat it, reheat it, repeat it. They baked it, have another little pizza with cheese. It's Cosby. Baked it, have another little pizza. Your heart can take the load. Come on, baked it, have another little pizza with cheese. It's Cosby. You know you love it, especially when it's free.
Very nice.
Oh, another pizza. My heart there.
We should get him some attention for this. There's a guy who was in People magazine this week because he's eating McDonald's every meal for 100 days. What's the difference between that and our buddy here, Ace? He
About 70 days.
Yeah.
You want to do it for 70 days?
We're hoping that Ace lives through 30. I don't want to push this.
No, yes, but what Ace is doing, it's not.
I'm doing it for fun.
No, he's not. It's not a specific pizza. He's getting away with a lot of stuff, and I've given up the fight.
What do you think it should be? A cheese pizza every day for
pizza.
every meal?
Yeah, not
regular pizza.
Cauliflower with steak tartare on top. No, pizza. Pepperoni, cheese, crust, sauce, pizza.
It's like, you know they make pizza ice cream.
I'm not speaking to you. See? Now he's on ice cream.
Pizza flavored things don't count.
No.
He's eating better now. He's eating better now than any of us.
You're right.
He ever has.
Well, I want to change the subject only slightly. Your first tribute song, you begin with the classic Billy Joel from It's a Matter of Trust, that great countdown.
Count-off, yeah.
We featured a bunch of songs that have countdowns, Josh. And there are quite a few, as you may recall.
Yeah, sure.
And it's very exciting. But I don't know if you remember this one. This was the French scientist with the talking whales.
Oh, sure. Yeah, good count.
And remember the French scientist taught the whales to talk, so to speak?
Yeah.
This was one of the ones that the whale did. Always loves that.
Always love that.
The talking whales. But, yeah, a lot of famous countdowns. And this one, of course.
1, 2, 3.
Stand up, boy. They're playing the national anthem.
Is there a more recognizable lick than that one?
Probably not.
How about this?
Are non-hits, really?
I would think you, being the libertarian that you are, would be on Georgia's side when they were being totally overtaxed. In those days, the taxes in England were approaching 100%.
Oh, no, I mean, I probably would be, but I'd have to listen to that piece of crap to get the story, I guess.
Really? What would you rather listen to? The one, your favorite band that has the buckets on their heads all the time?
That's not true. It's Slipknot, and they have masks.
I see. So it's about the music.
You don't like anything like that, do you? No. So the next time Here Come the Mummies come in, should we just have them tease them? Be men?
We're going to do. Hey, weirdos. Let's lose the gauze, okay?
Also, the Beatles didn't do that, but they kind of did it. They all had the suits and the little matching haircuts, and they were all wearing the Indian stuff for a while.
Plus, sometimes they were just being flat out weirdos.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, that's fine, but I just want people to admit it.
I just think
You don't have a lot of tolerance for weirdos, do you, Josh?
I love weirdos until they try to pass themselves off as, like, interesting. You know?
I'm just glad we're talking about the Beatles finally. That's all right.
Took 40
Not
years.
every Beatles song is good. That's what I'm saying. And
Taxman's a good song.
A lot of hardcore Beatles fans will not admit that some of it is absolute garbage.
It is not absolute garbage.
See?
Wait a minute.
And the only reason people would ever listen to it twice is because it has the Beatles on it.
Okay. How about this one? See if you know what this one is, Josh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I don't recognize it.
Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers, Roadrunner.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
You know that.
everybody knows that song.
Yeah, that was.
That sounds like a song I'd like, though.
That was a national anthem.
It kind of goes on forever. It's a good song.
Well, he doesn't follow the rules. He counted to 6.
I know,
That doesn't count.
Okay, all right, okay.
U2 has one of the worst, I think.
Oh, Vertigo? Or
Uno, dos, tres.
This one?
Catorce?
Yeah, he jumps to
1, 2, 3, 14.
I know.
Here it is.
That's what Willie pointed that out.
Years.
I think they did that
Nice
on
riff
purpose.
there, though.
I would only be okay with it if the song was by the band You Dose. If they changed it just for that single.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Oh, yeah. They had plenty of time, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a
Somebody
reason they
had
did
to
it.
have said it's not.
What's funnier? I mean,
It's definitely
All
a lyric
right.
that you write while wearing sunglasses inside.
I know.
Buy an airplane seat for your hat.
I'm so witty.
Remember that? That guy also bought an airline seat for his hat.
Well, now he has his own jet, so he doesn't
Well,
have to
there
bother
you
with
go.
that. Just some of the famous countdowns in the world.
Yeah, I can't believe we're not talking about the final countdown. Now, granted, no countdown in it, right?
It's a final countdown.
But the whole song is about
You're right.
countdown to end all countdowns.
Now, speaking of pieces
Wasn't that
crap.
that was most famous because it was in a TV commercial, right?
It was in a good TV commercial.
Tom, it was platinum before.
Yeah, I mean, it was very famous before then.
You
It was
didn't like that
at like
song?
almost every sporting event. And
Yeah. No, but if you have, well, you don't have kids, but if you have little kids and they all of a sudden they'll be walking around your house singing these, you go, where do you know this song from? And it's always from some TV show.
Sure.
Or for some movie, because those songs are great. They come around forever. What's that? Roadrunner's on a movie. What's
It's in School of Rock, right after the inciting incident. He's packing up the school.
Right. Coming up, we have more sports. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do the teaser. It's unbelievable. We have. Not only do we have sports, we
Well,
have.
I guess we didn't have to hear
have
the final
some
countdown. I
teasers.
guess that's we can just talk about it. We don't have to listen to it.
You'd like to hear the final? Well, when we come back,
no, God, no.
no.
when we come back, also we have this audio from Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
Oh,
That's
God.
right. Do you want to hear this? Here we go.
I don't like being on TV. I don't like messing my hair up. I don't like being made fun of on Bob and Tom.
Wow.
Tough
Maybe-
tortillas, Hannon.
I thought Hollywood Hannon was moving to Michigan.
I thought, no, he's the one sending us letters that I don't know if David Rush knows about, saying he'd love to be on the show. Is what Hollywood.
Oh, that's
he's
fine with me. I
talking
like
out
the
of
guy.
Both sides of his face right now.
Well, he's part of a record that apparently he doesn't want to be part of. We'll find out about that when we come back. Right now, if you're listening to Hollywood on your Raycon earbuds, you'd go, "This is a crisp, nice sound, isn't it?" And these earbuds are half the price of those other ones, and these don't fall out of your ears. What's happening?
Raycon earbuds with the soft gel tips that fit every ear ever made is premium audio at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank with your super duper brand new Raycon earbuds. You're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones? How about a speaker with a battery that lasts all night long for your next party? Raycon has got you covered. And Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And how about 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, awareness mode, and Raycon makes shopping fun because of the price. You can buy a pair as a gift and buy a pair for yourself at the same time. Go buy Raycon.com/Tom today. That's buyraycon.com/Tom today. And get 15% off your Raycon order. You heard me. Buyraycon.com/Tom. And you score 15% off your next Raycon purchase.
Thank you very much. Coming up also, we have news from the Sunny D camp. You're going to be, you a big Sunny D guy there, Josh?
I had an issue with Sunny D I can tell you about.
All right.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
You know what's good in Sunny D? I think Willie will back me up on this. Vodka.
Well, that
That's
may
sort
have
of what
something
my...
to do with the
Your
story.
prayers have been answered. Coming up, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kid Tarmac. So glad you tuned in to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Thanks a lot for listening. Again, we couldn't do it without you, the Bob and Tom listeners. So thank you so much for being here this morning. You are tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. And remember, for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. That's our website with links to our news, our information, highlights about the cast, Josh Arnold back at the sidekick chair today, plus links to our social media sites, Snapchat, Instagram, you name it, we're there. And it's a great way to reach out to Alli Breen with your relationship letter. She'll be our guest later this morning in the 9 o'clock hour Eastern time. That's when she normally Zooms her way in from New York City, and she'll be along with Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast and Mr. Skin with the 2023 Anatomy Awards. All on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Jason Aldean, Dierks Bentley, Miranda Lambert, and Lainey Wilson are among the acts who have signed on for the CMA Fest in Nashville this June. It'll be actually June 8th through the 11th. It will be the festival's 50th anniversary. Other acts who will play include Jimmy Allen, Tim McGraw, Old Dominion, Luke Bryan, Luke Combs, Eric Church, Little Big Town, and Dan and Shay. Pretty much anybody and everybody in country music. Nobel laureate Toni Morrison is now forever immortalized on a stamp honoring the prolific writer, editor, scholar, and mentor that was unveiled in a tribute at Princeton University, where she taught for almost 2 decades. Guest speakers, some who had close personal relationships with Morrison and spoke over Zoom, included former President Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and Oprah Winfrey. Morrison died in 2019 at the age of 88. And Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are getting the vegan treatment. Hershey's has announced Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups will go on sale this month. It will be its first vegan chocolate sold nationally. A second plant-based offering, Hershey's plant-based extra creamy with almonds and sea salt, will follow in April. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. And I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, I can't imagine, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not? I would.
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber.
Show's over.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
And there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
And Pat's been killing it today, right? Like 7 songs already. Holy hell. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
It's always been a matter of crust. I love that, Pat. Josh has been gone for most of the week, and he missed your song from yesterday. Do you remember your pizza tribute from yesterday? Once again,
Oh, we had the character come in.
Pat Godwin. Is he in there? I can't.
He's not in there right now. It's a technical issue.
Okay,
his plane's a little bit late.
Okay, we'll get him. We have an international song for you, Josh.
Oh, I very much look forward to it.
Once again, Ace Cosby eating nothing but pizza in the month of March, and Pat is celebrating.
It's going to be a long month
by doing a song.
I could have done February. It only has 28.
Ace was celebrating something else.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was extremely helpful.
Very nice.
We have. I know it's the shortest month. That's just the man beat. The point of the story is Ace is eating pizza, and
You're
Pat
the man.
Is
What are you
doing,
talking about?
Is doing pizza songs.
Yeah, when you say the man, you know you're the man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but
Coming up, it'll be Sexy Time with Alli Breen. Also, we're going to talk with Mr. Skin in about an hour, The Authority, on nakedness in cinema. We also have nakedness in the history of legitimate painting, art painting, famous artists.
Art stuff.
And the depiction of the male member and how over the years it has changed.
They interviewed Georgia O'Keeffe for this, but she said, I have nothing to say.
You have to wonder, is there a corollary study of the depiction of the mommy parts?
Right.
I rather doubt it, but I'm sure there's some contemporary artists that are doing some fine work in that field. I would imagine, certainly interesting poses.
It's similar to Cubism, but it's called...
Yeah.
Oh, I won't.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Hi, Donnie.
Hang on. I need to finish up this email real quick. It's for Angel Skinner's. Let's see. Is it heat bumps 1 or 2 words? Or is it hyphenated? Okay, got it. Send. All right, I'm back. Hey, the simple fact remains, my little son Whiffy wants to go camping. I mentioned that to you guys yet?
No.
Well, first of all, I hate camping. I don't know where they got the ideal, Christy. Okay, but I ain't going to have a domestic on live air.
Okay.
Sure, camping's advertised as rustic and natural, living like a pilgrim. But the dirty little secret is that camping is a rich man's game. I swear to God, poor people like us never go camping because we already camp at home regular, Sleep on air mattresses, spend all evening picking deer ticks off each other's scalps.
Oh.
Second and foremost, spoiler alert, camping's expensive. First off, you got to buy a tent, then sleeping bags, family pack of Fireball, and then, backpacks in case you go off the grits on the campground. Then you got to pay a fine for cutting down your neighbor's Bradford pear for a rick of firewood. It all adds up. So now I'm already down $300 on camping supplies. We ain't even left the driveway yet, let alone stormed a picnic shelter. Hell, for $300, we could have stayed at the Super 8 for 6 months. Gotten room service from Waffle House next door. To be honest, they shouldn't even call it camping. They should just call it Scared Straight for Kids. So why not just have him spend a week living under a tarp? You know, have him kids sleeping on a bed of cypress mulch and pine needles, eat nothing but trail mix and Slim Jims while drinking dirty creek water out of a canteen you fetch from a pay lake. You know? Because I bet you 50 or 30 bucks, them kids, they'll want to be back to civilization. They'll go back to school bragging about, oh, it's so nice to be here. Get them grades up, Kristen. They'll be begging to go to the library. You know? I better run. Wolfie's got a survival knife out, and he's trapped something in the tub again.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Rambo, let that raccoon out of the tub. He may have scabies. I'm going to go.
Okay.
That live one.
Thank you very much, Donnie. It's very, very helpful. We have to return to the sports page with Chick McGee. We missed something.
Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Hammer time.
Hammer time. That's right. It's always. Willie, you're not wrong.
Hammer time.
That's right. Up, up.
Can't touch this.
Australian fitness enthusiast broke the Guinness World Record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours.
Oh.
24 hours. 24 hours. Mr. Jackson Italiano.
Sounds like one of Godwin's characters.
Yeah.
Must be French. What did you just say he's from Australia?
He beat the previous record of 7,715 pull-ups in 24 hours. He performed a total of 8,008. Wow.
Gosh.
Italiano ended up raising nearly $6,000 for charity with his record attempt.
Couldn't do one.
See, this is weird for me because I'm very anti-pull-up, but I am very pro the number 8,008 because on a calculator it looks like boob. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how to feel about this one.
How do you feel about 80,085?
Is that boobies?
Boobs.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, because then you do 8008135. That's boobies.
Oh,
that'll make the whole class have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Even the girls are laughing at that.
Yeah. And Josh, for the record, pull-ups. This is not the adult diaper.
Well, of course.
Off and on. This is an exercise.
Oh, okay.
Overhand or underhand?
Pull-ups are, as I understand it, your backs of your hands are facing your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chin-ups are the other one.
Really? This way is a chin-up?
Well, that's how it used to be.
Yes. Never done either.
You've never done one? Never?
Nope. Could never do them as a kid.
I busted out 3 in that presidential fitness test.
Oh, dude.
There you go.
I would have killed to do 3.
I got the most for boys, and then I've never done one since then.
I always thought the girls had it harder with what we called the flex arm hang.
Yeah,
where they would do it, and they had to stay in that position, and then they would shake like they were holding an electric fence.
Mm-hmm.
I got beat by this girl, Danielle Peretz. I remember her perfect. She busted 8 of those things out. None of us could believe it in 3rd grade. We thought she was the strongest girl in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do we have another world record?
We do have another world record. Stupid world record. David Rush and Hollywood Hannon teamed up again to break the Guinness World Record. You know, if you don't want to be made fun of, don't. The fastest time to swap sports jerseys.
Oh, yeah?
After several attempts, David and Jonathan managed to beat the previous record of 5.79 seconds with a final time of 4.44. And as
will you listen to the silence?
Oh, yeah. No.
How little we care.
The instrument has not been invented to measure our indifference.
I watched this. I watched the video, and at 5 minutes and 17 seconds, Hollywood Hannon refuses to put on his jersey to do the outro and says, well, we actually have the audio here.
No, I'd rather hear you do it.
This is the audio. This is Hollywood Hannon. They have set the record, but he's getting a little sick of it, and he says the following.
I don't like being on TV. I don't like messing my hair up. I don't like being made fun of on Bob and Tom.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
You know what, though? In our defense, we normally consider Hollywood Hannon to be the unsung hero.
That's exactly right.
Most of these records.
He's always
Chick is often defending him and saying, hey, he's doing all the work.
Mm-hmm. He should go out on his own and make his own world records. And we've gotten an email from Hollywood Hannon wanting to be on the show. And now we get this.
Is he going to break away?
That's
just going to be. Is he going to go solo?
Let's cause a rift and make a move.
Not since Jerry left Dean, or was it Dean left Jerry?
You guys want to ruin a friendship?
Yeah, we can't do that.
No, this will be like Kyrie leaving the Cavs. He's going to bounce around, get flat earth and anti-Semitic. It's not going to work.
I heard Rush said about Hollywood Hannon, don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Oh.
That's what I.
That's false. Now,
he felt.
What is the record for the most changing jerseys in the NBA? Kevin Durant. What is he? 4 teams. Aren't there a couple guys that have gone like 10 teams in the
Kyrie
NBA?
is up. Shaq is way up there. I mean, at the end of his career.
Magic and then
Magic, Celtics, Shaq. Remember that?
I don't remember Celtics, Shaq.
Yeah.
I don't.
Celtics, Cavs, Heat, Lakers, Magic. I can name those 5. Those
Suns, I think.
Suns, yeah.
I think so.
Huh.
Well, so but these guys are changing football jerseys, and they swap jerseys 4.4 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a world record there, folks. Okay, I can see that's not
sports.
Not getting going.
That's sports.
Would it be easier to do with hockey jerseys, Josh? Because they're bigger?
Sweaters, please.
Oh, sorry, hockey sweaters.
They're bag. Well, I don't know.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
And they don't. The shoulders are really stiff.
Do you have any
so
hockey
they're hard
jerseys?
Sure, I have about 5 Blues sweaters.
Oh, really? Do you ever wear them?
Yeah, I'll wear them when I go to games.
Oh, cool. Would you wear one in here one morning?
Sure.
Okay. Well,
it's a tough ask this season. They're
not doing so well.
Simply not good.
Well, that's when they need you the most.
Hey, I'm still with them, but
Okay.
it's.
Now, do you think maybe you and Chick could do one of these jock swap things where?
We're gonna swap jock straps. That's creepy.
Oh no, I meant jock like athletics. I'm sorry. Oh no, there's a thing. I'd watch that. Chick and Josh standing there just wearing jock straps.
You would watch that, huh?
See how long it takes for them to swap jock straps.
You want
to take that?
You want to swap athletic supporters, Chick?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
Yeah.
That would get you could have your own page on OnlyFans. It would be very, very popular. I'm sorry. Is that
you are really out in the weeds right now?
Is that sports?
Yeah, should have been 10 minutes ago. There we go. There we go. I'm being a good sport.
I love that.
Christy.
This is kind of sports related. I didn't know whether to give this to you or not.
Go, baby, go.
A man decided to get a head start on his summer body by stepping into a tattoo parlor instead of the gym. Tattoo artist Dean Gunther recently inked a hyper-realistic six-pack onto a man's stomach.
They look amazing.
Gunther, who runs Color Realism Tattoos in the UK, said the unnamed client, quote, always wanted to have a six-pack, but he's not too keen on going to the gym or doing a diet. So he decided that by getting a six-pack tattoo, he will always look summer-ready while still being able to enjoy beer and good food. The process took a total of 2 days.
Have you seen the picture of this guy, Christy?
I have not. I'm going to look it up, though.
I've seen it. Looks good.
They look real.
Well, what's going to happen, though, when he gains 50 pounds?
Well, yeah, they're still going to look real.
No, it's the lighting works. This does not look that real. This is a bad idea. You should not do that.
Yeah, no way.
They're sort of almost hyper realistic.
Look at there's a second picture. There's a second picture where the lighting
disgusting.
is different. He's wearing a Foo Fighters t-shirt. It looks just awful.
Stuff like this doesn't work. I remember when I tried to get 3 more inches tattooed onto my penis.
Did they just make the small ruler? The inch was really...
this is gonna backfire bad.
And it also looks like he's tan, so he's going to have to tan the rest of him to match his stomach.
That is the problem.
This was a mistake.
I have a friend that does the...
You're going to be...
Christy, what do they call it when they tan you with the stuff that it looks like you work on the lawn with? It's like the...
Spray tan.
Yeah, I have a friend that does the spray tans. I have a friend that does spray tans, and she said that they can do fake abs on the spray tan. That's maybe a better idea because it'll fade.
Yeah.
This looks very stupid.
That'll be a tad more subtle. I mean, Tom, you're right. It looks realistic, but... only from certain angles and lighting, and it's not going to look realistic for long.
It doesn't match the rest of his skin color.
Yeah, of course. So he takes his shirt off. People, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
You only sunburned your six-pack?
Well, I don't want to judge, but he's probably not taking his shirt off for very many people.
Christy said she doesn't want to judge.
Well, thank God you didn't want to judge. Back to you, Tom.
All right, thanks very much, Christy.
You're welcome.
Now, where are we?
Would you have hair tattooed onto your head?
No.
People do that a lot.
Well, people do that.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't know why you don't get like the most elaborate weave in the history of the world. And just
no, people do. They do get the tattoo.
It's popular.
I had
really?
I did not know that.
So, like, because I'll be bald here very, very soon. I'm already balding quite a lot. So if I were to tattoo this darker, that's what they do, so that it looks like I have.
And then eventually when you go really bald, then you've got this ridiculous-looking dot on the top of your head.
People will think you're Jewish.
And
all the
ladies,
time.
Like you've got a yarmulke on.
There are ladies who tattoo eyebrows on, right?
Oh, my mother did that.
And lip liner or something, I think.
And they'll do eyeliner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tattooed on, Tom.
Okay, well, that's probably saves you a step painting on your face.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Okay. Now, Christy,
Yes,
what have
Tom?
you got coming up over there?
Well, we talked about abs. We'll talk about penis size.
Yes.
We have
that'll be
Sunny D,
interesting.
and we have Reese's Cups going vegan.
Everybody shut up!
Love a Reese.
Reese peanut butter cup.
Hillbilly Hicks. That's right. Redundant? Yes.
It's Reese's.
Reese,
I'm opening for Hillbilly Hicks in June. It should be fun.
Who's with me? That's my catchphrase.
And
who's with me?
Not
I'm hillbilly.
everybody's on the recreational marijuana train. We'll talk about what state has said no, thank you, coming up.
Also, starting tomorrow, we're going to have our bracketology segment. So you'll get your shot at winning some serious cash. That's coming up. Also, I'll remind you that we had Greg Morton as our guest on Friday, and I haven't checked the count, but there were more than 1 million hits on by Monday morning on his little thing that he did regarding Jurassic Park and some voices and stuff. A lot of fun. It was on TikTok. You can check it out at various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Coming up, Mr. Skin, the authority on nudity in cinema, and Alli Breen with Sexy Time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Mike and the Mechanics, this goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snakes. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need planties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night, night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo!
Wow.
First I've
Did you hear
heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I
buddy?
heard that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
GregWarrenComedy.com. But this weekend, Donnie Baker will be on stage at the Funny Bone in Toledo, Ohio. That's Friday night and Saturday night. Toledo, Ohio. I know you'll show up for that, man. Donnie Baker at the Funny Bone. More on him at DonnieBaker.com. Great chances to see some live comedy. Get out there and enjoy yourselves. And my gosh, treat yourself to a night out with friends and family and have a good time at the comedy club. No matter who's appearing, go out and have some fun. It's great to support these young men and women with a dream. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The best bourbons are buttery, smooth, and oaky, and a growing cult of aficionados is willing to pay an astonishing sum to score even a shot of these premium spirits. Some even willing to bend or break laws. In Oregon, a criminal investigation underway after an internal probe concluded several state liquor officials used their clout to obtain scarce bourbons, including Pappy Van Winkle. That brand so popular that it became the focus of crimes in at least 3 other states. The cases underscore how the elite bourbon business is booming. An industry group says revenues for makers of super premium American whiskey, including bourbon, grew 141% over the past 5 years. The latest eruption at Kilauea Summit on Hawaii's Big Island has paused after 61 days of volcanic activity. Hawaii News Now reports U.S. Geological Survey's Hawaiian Volcano Observatory scientists said Tuesday lava no longer flowing on the crater floor, where all recent volcanic activity had been confined. Scientists say activity diminished Monday, and by Tuesday, no active lava was in the crater. USGS said the reduction in activity was related to the larger deflationary tilt drop that began February 17th, a common process at Kilauea in which the ground deflates. The drop in pressure can then cause eruptive activity to diminish. Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country, overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and WayPal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and WayPal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had
the details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
He's back. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
What's going on?
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, Josh was not here Monday and Tuesday, so we didn't get to hear all of the pizza tribute songs.
Right.
Once again, Ace is eating nothing but pizza for the month of March, and Pat has stepped up. And he has created a series of pizza songs, but Pat's not available right now.
No.
However, in the performance room, we have his friend. Who's in there?
It's me. Luigi's here. I'm back another day.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Sing for you pizza songs. I helped my buddy Pat out. These are my opinions. Also, hope you enjoyed. Little pizza song for Ace. Here we go. It's like a pizza con a formaggio. I mean, we all do, right? But it's like a pizza con a fries. Oh, boy. Ace puts the turkey on a dressing on a pizza, steamed dumplings, and a little white rice on his pizza pot. It's like a pizza con a rhubarb. It's hard to say, Josh. It's almost anything. He won't turn up his nose at cauliflower dough, but I hear Ace wanted a pizza cornalinga. That's the only thing Ace wanted. These are my opinions. Goodbye, arrivederci.
Bye, Luigi. My gosh.
Sorry about that.
No, Pat, you don't need to apologize to your friend. We're always happy to see you.
It's a crazy joke.
Luigi.
That is a crazy joke.
Thank you very much. Well, I think speaking of jokes, with an intro like that, I think the only thing we can do.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, chick. Yeah. What branch of the military do horses join?
What branch of the military do horses join? I don't know. What, Ace?
The Navy.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Yeah.
Navy.
Oh, he repeated it. Did that make it funny?
Double down on that.
Maybe you just
didn't repeat it.
You hadn't heard
it. Now, yeah, that's hilarious. Why not?
Okay, thank you very much, Ace. Our pizza man. I'm sorry, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
I'm
What's
sorry,
happening?
too. Oh.
Researchers have determined that the sizes of penises depicted in historical paintings have gradually increased over the past 7 centuries.
Cool.
Study authors analyzed 160 paintings of nude adult men.
It sounds like you were going to go, what do you think, Barn?
Created by 99 artists from 21 countries worldwide, ranging from the Renaissance period to the present day.
Period.
Researchers found that during the 15th and 16th centuries, there was a dramatic increase in paintings depicting the naked male body, but the penis was still depicted as relatively small during this time period. Researchers found that from 1900 to 2022, average penis size in paintings was significantly higher than those of all earlier periods, and the average penis size of 21st century paintings greater than all other centuries.
Christy, smallest penis you've ever seen, first and last name, go.
Doing that.
No, we're talking about paintings, Josh.
Oh.
I mean, it's interesting because I can't imagine in actual anatomy that it really has varied much over the years. Do you think it does?
I thought we had done a story that suggested
it was getting
penis
larger,
size has gotten bigger.
Well,
in like 50 years.
Dietary issues, maybe.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but who knows?
You
So
don't
do you
believe
think the
that?
artists are becoming more creative, or are they?
More narcissistic.
Huh.
Isn't the theory that they would put very small male members on statues?
They didn't want to offend people, or they didn't want to brag or something?
No, they thought that having a large member was actually offensive,
tacky.
That that you were a lesser a person in some weird way.
Isn't that something?
I mean, but the depiction today in today's world apparently much larger. Well, especially if you're spray painting on the side of a subway car.
Well, of course.
Oh, it's got to be bigger.
Right? Vinny sucks, and then Taki 116,
Wait,
drawing a penis.
Did you say Trudeau sucks?
Vinny sucks.
Vinny.
That's what they usually write on the side
Who's
of the
that
subway.
poor Vinny guy?
Oh, he sucks, man. Don't even bring him up.
Who's Taki 116?
I don't know.
He's out there, all right. But it's interesting that in high level artwork, is the male member typically in the non-angry position?
Yes.
There's no serious paintings with, I guess that would be pornography.
Wouldn't that be something if
the Mona Lisa
sculptures?
Wait a minute, Mona Lisa. That's a woman, though. Well, theoretically,
if the thinker had just a,
it would change things a bit, wouldn't it? I wonder what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Right now he's holding a phone up to his ear.
Can you see the thinkers? I don't think you can you?
I don't think
Has anybody ever put him on a toilet? That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's been done.
You can actually buy it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, the thinker. Isn't it time you thought about mowing or whatever it would be? You know?
Okay, well,
All right,
in
they
any
look-
event, but that kind of reminds me, Pat, do you have a song about this?
I am a true man of the world. I stand here with my flag unfurled. I'm a gorgeous melting pot of humanity. But one physical flaw is such a blow to my vanity. I have a cute English nose. Like the Swedes, I'm the leanest. I have huge Austrian pecs. But a Greek statue penis. I'm hung like ancient art. That's what came between us. You like my Roman hands, but not my Greek statue penis. I'm no Norse god, neither grower nor shower. I have a pint-sized package like that javelin thrower. Go ahead, take a peek at my tiny little Greek physique. I have a strong Irish liver and a Japanese-like genius. A big American gut, but a Greek statue penis. Salty Brazilian nuts and a Greek statue penis. I'm a Greek physique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was kind of wondering how they would know if you're comparing paintings of nude males in art history.
Well, there's a whole.
Scientists actually developed a formula to determine the length based on the relationship between the length of the ears or the length of the nose. So they could.
I see.
So they could determine how big it actually was. And
what did you say?
He's saying it's just a joke. Well, ears.
The sniper.
Sometimes he's not.
So there you go. I assume that the size is kind of plateaued now. It's going to stay.
Who knows?
Relatively. We don't want to have, a big dangling photograph. So never mind.
Well, after tackling the penis thing, scientists also have now figured out why we're terrified of clowns, and we'll come back with that.
Okay, and we have coming up Mr. Skin, the authority on nudity in cinema, will be our guest, and it'll be sexy time with Alli Breen. Oh, and also, a funny thing happened on this honeymoon in Hawaii.
Oh, no.
You'll find out what that was. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Do you wear a thong, Miss Pat?
Is you out your damn mind? I have a hard time wiping. What am I gonna put a string back there for? You know what I did just discover? I just discovered the moisture wipes. I had the diaper wipes for grown people.
Of course, I use the wipe. Yeah,
Oh.
they're incredible. It's like a shower in the middle of the day. Yeah,
Oh my God,
I know what you're
they're
talking about.
so much easier. Because you know how when you wipe it and the tissue gets stuck? None of
yeah.
that. Everything is smooth.
What the hell? I'm talking about wet wipes.
I'm
Tom.
talking about wet wipes. You use wet wipes?
On the baby's ass. I'm an adult. Sorry.
You should get them for the adults. They're great, Tom. I just discovered them. They're great for fat people.
You're getting a text. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us? Mr.
I'm going home. I'm going to Goodwill.
Okay.
To shoplift.
All right.
Shoplifting at the Goodwill.
I'm out.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I was telling you about some live comedy you can get out there and see. Don't forget Saginaw, Michigan, the end of this month on Friday, March 31st. The Friends of the Bob and Tom Show 2023 comedy tour rolls on in Saginaw, Michigan. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki Economopoulos. That's going to be a great show. Again, Friday, March 31st, the Dow Event Center there in Saginaw, Michigan. Friends of the Bob and Tom Show 2023 tour rolls on. Mr. Skin and the 2023 Anatomy Awards on a Wednesday right here coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Oklahoma voters have rejected a state question to allow recreational use of marijuana. The state question was the only issue on the ballot Tuesday. It would have legalized pot for those over the age of 21. Oklahoma would have been the 22nd state to legalize the adult use of cannabis. It would have been among the most conservative to do so. Similar proposals were rejected last year in Arkansas, North Dakota, and South Dakota. The Biden administration is preparing to relax COVID-19 testing restrictions for travelers from China as soon as Friday. The administration has decided to roll back the testing requirements as cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are declining in China, and the U.S. has gathered better information about the surge. The restrictions were put in place on December 28th, took effect January 5th, amid a surge in infections in China after the nation sharply eased pandemic restrictions. And Minnesota Vikings wide receiver K.J. Osborne says he was in the right place at the exact right time to help save a man from a burning car. Osborne was riding in an Uber around 2:30 a.m. Monday in Austin when the vehicle came upon a wrecked car on an expressway. According to Austin police, the car collided with a pole and caught fire. The driver had already been removed from the vehicle by the time officers arrived. Osborne told an ESPN podcast he and the Uber driver were joined by two other bystanders in helping to save the man. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
After about 6 months of sobriety, I told him, man, I don't know what is going on with me. Yesterday, I went to a go-kart track. Then I went to the batting cages. Then I played Space Invaders for like an hour. And he was like, Reno, how old were you when you started drinking? I was like 14. He goes, my brother, you still 14. He said, I bet you argue like you're 14 too. And I'm thinking in my head, no, I don't, you butthole.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dear Bob and Tom.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about toenails last week.
No.
A friend of mine is a dental hygienist.
She cleans teeth for a living.
She had a patient who came in the office in great pain. After examination, the dentist found the sore tooth swollen and infected. The procedure required a small incision to relieve the pressure.
There was a toenail in there.
The dentist immediately requested a pair of surgical tweezers and removed a large piece of toenail.
How do they know it wasn't a fingernail?
Because it says this patient said he often chewed his toenails.
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
Or a little best of right here. Right here.
This is a sick thing.
Wow.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. I think you would. I think you'd get a psychiatrist. I'm sorry. Your mother bit her toenails naked in front of you as a child. Here. You have free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
I mean,
Lord, help us, Lord.
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber. Show's over. Everybody out.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Much AAA.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chickie.
Back from his
upper respiratory infection.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
You don't see me missing work for almost no reason.
Play hurt, Josh.
I'm Chick McGee. Yeah, take it from me and Pat. You play hurt, pal.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom. Here's Tom.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, once again, Ace is eating nothing but pizza for the month of March. We're getting some great suggestions, all kinds of breakfast pizzas.
Stop talking about it?
Chick, make it a drinking game.
What do you? Oh.
Every time we hear the word
Every time
pizza.
Tom says.
Well, yeah, but then everyone's going to be drunk the first hour and a half of the show.
Okay. And once again, Pat has joined Ace not in eating the pizzas, but in creating a pizza song every day. And
be rough.
We've had our news, all of our pizza songs today, is that correct?
Except the Steve Winwood thing.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Tom is paying for Ace's pizzas.
Yes.
So on top of his regular salary, he's getting his food paid for.
Well, nobody's
on top of your regular salary, are you getting each pizza song paid for?
Wait a minute, hold
Is there
on.
a bonus?
Regular salary. This is the first I'm hearing of that.
Oh, so I meant hearty handshake.
Tom says exposure. That's what he says, exposure.
Now, Josh missed one of your pizza songs. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay. Do you want to care to share it with us?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll get the organ out.
No. Once again.
Oh, put that away, Pat.
I meant the other organ. you silly
Whoa,
nut.
we have fun.
Are you ready, Josh?
I sure am.
Here we
Listen
go.
to
Here
that.
we go. Well, the temperature's dropping, my delivery's late. Haven't eaten all day and it's 8:15. Oh, the driver just pulled up, he's ringing my bell. Hands me a pizza, but it's colder than hell. I can't wait to eat it. Oh, come on now. Wish I could reheat it. I need to get me in an oven. Get me in an oven. Come on, get me in an oven. Get me in an oven. Get me in an oven or a microwave. Come
Oh, nice.
Of course, Ace has an oven, but
I love that organ sound.
That's fun.
Thank you, Mr. Winwood.
I like
At
how
the end of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
at the end you ditch the bass notes. You just play the high part.
I can't
With
do
the
it.
left hand. It's still working. You're still getting the people
I
involved.
can't do it.
So at the end of 30 days, are we going to have 30 songs in a row from Pat about pizza?
Oh, nice.
What? No, nice.
Man.
The medley.
That'll be great.
You'll get
That'll
a
be,
break halfway through when Luigi comes out and sings his classic song.
We'll call it the pizza buffet.
Yeah.
That'll be a really fun day for just you, Pat, and Luigi. Dad. Just you guys can be here for that. We'll take the day off.
Very
You
special
guys
podcast.
come in and hold that down, will you?
A very special 3-day podcast.
Thank you very much. Now, we return now to the news desk. Coming up, by the way, in a few minutes, it'll be Mr. Skin, the authority on nudity in cinema.
Boobs and butts. And whoa!
That's real weird.
Dude, we're the Horty brothers
we're
today.
married.
I love boobs so much. I love you too.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't have been sitting right here.
Wow. You
I
guys
think
worked
we
that out-
rehearsed this.
Did you work that out in the break?
We did not.
Nope, just a bunch of horny idiots.
Okay.
Okay.
Anatomy awards is what Mr. Skin is going to be talking about.
I have to give you this from my people at The Onion. I love that
Yes.
that satirical newspaper. The headline today is Jimmy Carter starting to worry he'll never die.
It's just disrespectful. The man is in hospice care.
Oh, my God.
One of the great
Well, he went in a couple weeks ago, though,
post-presidential
right? I mean,
careers.
come on.
I don't think there's a time limit
you-
on hospice.
Do you remember their headline when President Reagan passed away?
No.
The Onion headline was Ronald Reagan's body dies.
Again, just awful and mean.
Just brutal.
Are you happy now? We brought that up a little bit.
Scientists are investigating why people are frightened by clowns.
Why?
Researchers say they've crafted a psychometric questionnaire and found out that
Psychometric.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
50% of respondents reported being scared of clowns. 5% admit they're extremely afraid. The strongest factor people identified as a reason for their fear was, quote, clown makeup hides emotional signals, with their fear stemming from not being able to see a clown's true facial expression.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Other people said they were afraid of clowns because they were molested by one.
Okay, I have to step in here. He stuttered over the word molested, okay? So one could think.
You happy there, John Wayne Gacy? Feel good about yourself?
So what is it, sir?
Although I stand
is it
by.
the makeup? You don't really know what they're really thinking? Oh, no, one touched my wiener when I was
There's nothing that picks up a day like if you're at the gas station and a clown on the way to a gig pulls in and gets
I love
gas in makeup. That's
or you just look at one, you're at a stoplight, you look over, there's a clown.
There's a clown.
Chick, what if you're at the gas station and the clown pulls up to get some gas and just 9 other clowns get out of his small sedan?
No interest.
There's a terrific scene in the movie Body Heat. Have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
There's that little tiny scene where he's dealing it toward the end, and he looks up and there's this guy going by in a clown car, and it's like a little message going, "What are you doing?" In any event,
do you have a fear of clowns at all, Tom?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just an adult hiding behind. I mean, it depends.
Sure.
I think it may be overstated. I'm okay with it. I've seen some terrible clowns in my day.
Yeah, we've had some in here.
I mean, they're
Well, they've gotten rid of clown college, so where do you learn to become a clown?
They have? It closed?
It's all online now.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
no longer accredited?
No, they're used. Am I wrong? There was a
Well,
clown
I'd like
college.
to welcome you all for coming to Clown University, but we have some sad news for you today. We have lost our accreditation. I'm sure you're as sad as I am about it.
They're
So
crying.
Take some time.
That's, that's the sound of tears.
Go take your balloon animals for a walk.
And we had a comedian here who had graduated from that.
Yeah, Chad Elstner.
Chad Elstner.
Yeah.
He graduated in 3 years. I mean, that guy.
Oh, he was-
Wow.
Yeah.
Christy, I took a 1-credit clowning course in college.
You did?
It was just one day, and it was 4 hours. And the guy that taught it was the most serious professor I've ever had.
Are you serious?
I took classes about the history of World War II. I took classes about all this serious, like heady stuff. And this clown guy, he made it seem like we were dropping a bomb somewhere.
Whoa.
He was like a drill sergeant.
Serious biz.
He just really respected the art of clowning.
You call that a seltzer bottle, you pussy?
No, I mean, that's not far away from it.
Give me that.
You're not
You
worthy
think that's
of wearing those
you
shoes.
think that's water coming out of that flower? It's blood, mister.
Hey, let me tell you something. Clowning is serious, all right?
I made a joke during one of the exercises, then I wasn't allowed to talk for the rest, and I had to show emotion.
You had to go to the mime class?
Yeah, I had to kind of express myself. I hated it. Don't send your kid to art school. It's stupid, dude. Send him to make him
Be an electrician, please.
Yeah, HVAC school,
Get
whatever
paid.
you got. Art school is pointless.
Well, no, but there are very good clowns, and there are not so good clowns. I think that
My aunt is a clown.
Like your aunt.
Yeah.
I bet she is.
What was her name?
Aunt Nancy. Boy, what was it?
What does Aunt Nancy look like? You with a wig? What she look like?
So what you're saying, chick, is full beard, super hot.
She's a manly woman. Is what I'm saying.
She's one of the loveliest people I've ever met. She's blonde.
See, is she a good clown?
She is a good clown.
See,
yeah.
there are good ones and they're bad.
Good pattern.
He's a good clown. Yeah.
I remember I saw a good clown recently, and she was making animal balloons. Whatever.
Balloon
Yeah,
animals.
oh sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animals, yeah. She was great. She was fun. She was nice. The kids loved her. They weren't scared.
No.
It's just, I think it's the adult male scary clowns. And of course, I guess in contemporary culture, there are a lot of movies and stuff.
Well, because of it and, horror, true stories like Gacy, you get a little creepy out with.
One of the American Horror Stories had one of the great actors.
Twisty the clown.
Yeah. See the clown. He had a crazy mouth.
You'd be scared, Tom. It's
It
horrifying.
was
looking.
nuts.
Let's see.
I wonder if my Uncle Dave has ever...
Done her in the clown house.
Well, I wasn't going to put it so bluntly, but...
What's your first name again?
Nancy.
Aunt Nancy and Uncle Dave.
And
go
now
at
the
it while
poem. Josh hates to be blunt, but he's wondering about
My Aunt Nancy, a clown.
No.
Obviously has a clown
Car. Yes, clown car.
Yeah.
Big car, I heard.
Wow.
Nancy, I apologize.
3-car garage.
Mom.
Now, is that your dad's sister or your mom's sister?
That is my dad's sister-in-law. Yeah.
Oh, so Uncle Dave is
my dad's brother. But they were both adopted, so there's really no relation at all.
So it's okay. It's okay if they shacked up.
You're so weird, man.
All right.
Without the, I'm not saying with the clown suits on. Sure.
All right.
I mean, can you imagine two clowns going at it, and if they're both still in the suits with the big shoes, and you get the one set of shoes sticking up like this?
That was featured.
The other set of shoes going down.
Wasn't there, HBO had a show called Real Sex, and they had a whole segment on clown sex. I am not joking.
Yeah, they did.
Do you remember that, Chick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That and the
Did they wear the suits then?
That
Yes.
and the clown sex and the people who like to dress up like horses sex.
The
and
furries.
They had tails and bridles in their mouth. And
It was unbelievable.
I can't watch that furry stuff. It's way too hot for me to watch.
Yeah.
I just steer clear of it.
Yeah, sure.
Go down a rabbit hole, looking at rabbit holes.
You're sick.
He's back. Pull that one out of your hat, didn't you?
Okay. Well, that went well. Clowns. Okay, so they're scary. We had an interesting news story yesterday. There's been an update. When we come back, we're going to talk with Mr. Skin, but also we'll update you on the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The state of Oklahoma had I guess you call it a referendum yesterday regarding marijuana.
I say we chop up Oklahoma, make it 4 equidistant new states.
Quattrahoma?
Yep.
They have voted about marijuana. We'll find out what happened there with that. Right now, got a nice little, where did I put this? I got a letter here from, here we go. This is from John. He goes, I finally got a sleep number bed after hearing you guys talk about it.
It's about time.
Thank you very much. I ordered a sleep number bed. Thank you. And he says, hello to everybody. Well, thank you, John. Speaking of sleep number beds, Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
Cram it, John. I'm 100. I like a firm mattress.
And Christy Lee, your sleep number bed setting?
40.
Okay, now that means that's not so firm. Again, 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. Therefore, the beauty of the sleep number bed. It's such a simple idea, but it's so well executed. Either side of the bed can be adjusted at any time, and with respect to its firmness. Also, they even have some beds where at the touch of a button you can raise or lower the head. Some stuff that may be important if your partner, say, is a snoring person. Sleep Number has a solution for you. Check out the Sleep Number beds by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, right now is the perfect time to buy a Sleep Number bed because when you choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number, it's going to make every day a great day, and right now an even better day because you save $1,200 on the Sleep Number 360 i10 Smart Bed. That's the one that our letter writer John just bought, he said. It's the Sleep Number 360 i10 Smart Bed. Special financing available for a limited time. Details on that are found, of course, at sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, that is subject to credit approval. See sleepnumber.com for all the details. And once again, it's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. It's good for you. It's good for us. It's good for them. When we come back, he is the master, the authority on nudity in contemporary serious cinema. It's Mr. Skin up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hope you were able to catch the show on Tuesday. Had some great comedians zoom their way in. Dan Cummins, the Burn It All Down tour. He'll be in Flagstar Strand Theater in Pontiac, Michigan this Friday night. And then Saturday, March 11th, the Old National Center in Indianapolis, Indiana. DanCummins.com for more. He's also got some great podcasts out there you can listen to. And Jeff Dunham also joined us along with his puppet, Walter, his friend. The Still Not Canceled tour is underway, and Jeff Dunham was telling us all about it. He had a lot of fun on the show, and again, I hope you were able to catch it. JeffDunham.com, DUNHAM, Dunham.com for more information about his tour. On the way, our comedian relationship expert, Alli Breen, on a Wednesday, hump day, everybody. Dear Alli, or as Tom likes to call it, sexy time, along with Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast. Coming up on a Wednesday, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Baltimore Ravens say they are designating Lamar Jackson as their non-exclusive franchise player. That prevents him from becoming an unrestricted free agent this month after the expiration of his rookie contract. The non-exclusive franchise tag means Jackson can negotiate with other teams, but the Ravens would have a chance to match any agreement. And if Jackson leaves, the Ravens would get 2 first-round picks. New York Giants reached a new 4-year contract with quarterback Daniel Jones and put a franchise tag on running back Saquon Barkley. NBA winners last night: Washington, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Philly, Brooklyn, Oklahoma City, Dallas, and the Lakers. Top 25 college basketball, Gonzaga wins their tournament, beating St. Mary's. And in the NHL, Toronto, Florida, Tampa Bay, the Isles, Colorado, Arizona, and Seattle skate to wins in victory. Pittsburgh wins in overtime, beating Columbus, and Carolina and Calgary win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. And Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kevin Pollak is our guest. This is something that interests me. You do, for example, you do a tremendous Johnny Carson. What are all of your guys going to die off pretty soon? I mean, you've got, is that a concern? Because one of the things about our life now, with all these TV channels out there, there's so little commonality.
Yeah.
You know, we're the classic impressions when we were coming up, you know, was Edward G. Robinson when we were little kids. We're like, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
And now you've got people in their 30s going, Johnny who?
Well, that's why I had to bring along Christopher Walken.
There you go.
For the kids who love him. I'm a hoofer at heart. I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video, but I kick it old school.
That's great.
Have you interviewed Christopher Walken?
No.
Okay, well, here's your chance. And keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely unconnected. So go ahead and ask Christopher Walken anything.
All right, what's your new project, Christopher?
Frankenstein never scared me.
So how long have you been working on the film?
Marsupials do.
And when's its release date?
'Cause they're fast.
They are fast. They are. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. They got everything just confused like that.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently. Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from it.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. And I should point out that handsome man across the way from me.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Chick McGee. Has just been ensconced at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Orange insoles, remember, they're orange.
I thought you were sitting more aligned and comfortable.
More comfortable.
Thank you very much. Now, we switch gears, and speaking of sports, this man wanted to have a career in professional baseball and came pretty close, and then he was taken away by the world of sin. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Skin, the authority on nudity in cinema. And I always have to preface this by saying, first off, hello, Mr. Skin. It's nice to see you again.
Yes.
And I always like to,
hey, everyone.
I always like to point out that when you understand what Mr. Skin does, which is look at every film that comes out and show you where the nudity is, that he's not a pimply-faced geek. He's actually, wouldn't you say, quite a handsome man, Christy Lee?
Oh, yes, very handsome.
Handsome, educated.
Very nice. Met him in person.
Yes,
He's
he
very
looks like he could play shortstop for the White Sox.
Are you tall, Mr. Skin?
Excuse me?
Are you tall?
No, 6 foot. Is that tall?
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so here we go.
Okay, so he's not like a 4'10" fat, slack-jawed boy.
But not a shortstop. He would be more of a...
It's what you would expect for what I do for a living.
And you're
you would think I live in my mom's basement, but I do not, just to clarify.
You're a married man?
Yes, I have 3 kids.
All right.
Believe it or not.
Boy,
and I have to say, over time, it's gotten tougher and tougher because 2 of them are girls. And now that one's a freshman in college and one's a freshman in high school, what I do for a living does occasionally come up at the dinner table and not always in a positive light. So from the girls, my son, his friends think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'll bet that they do. That has to be a little awkward on bring dad to school day.
Oh, there is no bring dad to school day. It's mom will be filling in today. Yeah.
I bet the sleepovers at your house are a lot. A lot of guys. Hey, you want to come over to Mr.
Yeah, I actually literally have to lock my office that I'm here right now because the guys like to sneak around and look at books and pictures and everything, so I have to lock it. So.
Look, kids, be safe. Just steal vodka, okay? Come on. There's too many dangerous things.
We leave the vodka open, but my office has to be shut down.
Now, there's sort of a history here. Years and years ago, Bob created a piece called Skin Scan, and it was in the days of the video. When everything was on videotape, pre-digital, and the joke with Skin Scan was, it would you'd put the video in your machine and it would automatically go. You would skip the dull parts of the movie and go right to the graphic scenes of human contact, if you will, and nudity. And in a parallel universe, Mr. Skin created that exact service. When you started, was it still videotape?
Oh my God, yeah. Everything that was on my website, I shouldn't say that, about 90% was from my videotape collection of recording movies starting in 1980 all the way through the mid 90s. And then I launched this website. It'll be 24 years in August in 1999. And yeah, the quality of the stuff was brutal compared to today. But at the time in 1999, it was like, it was so innovative that you could go to a website and see, up to that time, all the movies, nude scenes, female nude scenes, and people didn't mind that it was video. Obviously, over time, the quality's gotten better and better, and now it's so good. But
I remember going to it.
It was a lot of video early on.
I'd go and, oh my gosh, just one of the guys imprinted on me when I was, and here I can actually see some thumbnails or whatever.
So this is not the topic, which we'll get to in a moment. The topic is the Anatomy Awards from Mr. Skin.
By the way, Tom, just one of the guys is the name of a movie. I wasn't.
That's why I changed the subject.
One of the guys.
Whatever you're into is okay with me. Mr. Skin.
Oh, no, that's a legendary moment from Joyce Heiser.
Thank you.
Yes, that happens at the hour and 27-minute mark. She reveals that she is a female because she had been posing as a guy. And, that's a cable legendary moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mr. Skin is the Rain Man of cinematic nudity.
That's a good movie.
Mr. Skin, there are, in the world of, say, audio recordings, there are certain recordings that either took a very, very long time to come out in digital form, or in a couple cases have never come out for various technical reason, copyright or whatever. Are there classic nude scenes from major motion pictures that are still inaccessible or unavailable?
Well, one famous one is Barbra Streisand in The Owl and the Pussycat, which it's one of my great accomplishments of my life, because if you saw the movie in the theater or watched it on video in the 80s, there was no nudity in it, but the Japanese laser disc had a scene of it's 5 seconds where Barbra Streisand shows her breasts, and I tracked that down and have it at MrSkin.com, and that's a great example of one of those great finds, one of my great accomplishments in my life. So yeah,
that's interesting. A few years ago, I was trying to find a very specific album, and I had to buy it from Japan. It was only available there on CD. So
Blind Faith,
no, it was not the original Blind Faith cover. But thank you, Josh. Yeah, you owed me that. I appreciate it.
He's like a breast archaeologist.
Could be.
Yeah, he's digging deep.
Indiana Bones. Yeah.
Indiana Bones. Did I hear that? Okay, Mr. Skin, we got a limited amount of time here. I want to get to, you have something that you have put together called the Anatomy Awards, and give me the overview of what this is.
Well, this is my 24th annual Anatomy Awards, and with the Oscars on Sunday, we started doing this 24 years ago, where we would parody it, but only for the best in nudity. And really one of the, because I did my top 10 nude scenes of the year at the end of 2022 with you guys. But what this is, it's special because it's a way for me to curate all the crazy and wild nudity that's happened all over the world, not just in American cinema and television. And I'm telling you, this was such a wacky year. Usually I limit it to 33 categories, but this year we had to go to 36 total. But I just launched it today. I'm debuting this on your show. So if any of your listeners want to check out the list for free, it's at the front page of MrSkin.com. But I wanted to go over maybe a few of the highlights just so you guys get a taste of what I'm talking about.
Terrific.
Okay. Yeah. So for instance, every year I try to have the best nip slip, because I think nip slips are the greatest because they weren't supposed to happen, and it's fun. And yeah, right. And this year the winner, and as you can imagine, she's very proud of this award. It's Camila Cabello, who's a Cuban-American singer known for a song called Havana, also Senorita. And she was on a BBC entertainment show called The One Show. And while she was being interviewed, she wasn't wearing a bra, and she stood up, and a nip was slipped. And that, to me, was the great one. And there was, guys, stiff competition for this award. I mean, there was Miranda Ray Mayo in Chicago Fire had a nip slip or two. But at some point, you have to, no pun intended, you have to choose what is the best nip slip, and that was it for our Anatomy Awards this year.
Now, how do you find out about a British TV show? Do you have, is this the equivalent of in the world of baseball, do you have scouts out there?
Well, yes, my Skin Scouts. Well, it's my Skinternational division, Tom, was on this, and we got this. We are, it's not just, my website is about chronicling every female nude scene in the history of movies and television from all over the world. It's not just American TV or movies. So, but you'll know a lot of these actresses. You guys would know that won awards. One of them I thought was really funny. I hope you don't lose your license for me saying this, but it's called Best Butt Munch, and I thought it was just spectacular. If you guys remember the Staircase, which was a 13-part true crime documentary about Michael Peterson and Kathleen Peterson. Well, they did a one with Toni Collette and Colin Firth, a drama on HBO Max, and literally there is what I described there on HBO Max. And again, if you haven't seen this and you don't know the context, it's just wild that this was on HBO Max. It reminds me, you guys might remember in that old show Girls on HBO, where Allison Williams had this happen. For celebrities, and Toni Collette's a pretty big celebrity.
Yeah.
To do something like this in a mainstream film is pretty crazy. So that's one of the awards, and we have a lot of fun with them.
And obviously, the world's changed greatly because so much of the best cinema really is on television now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. You know, it's crazy. The amount of nudity across all the different platforms. You know, when I started this 24 years ago, you know, there was a couple of TV shows. Sopranos were just starting that year. There was Sex in the City. There was a few things, right? Now there's literally like 200 different shows across 45 platforms that not only have nudity, but the quality of the television. It's like you're watching a movie. That's how good you know, television is now. It's not like the old days. It's not like the old days.
Okay, now if you want to view the Anatomy Awards, it's accessible at MrSkin.com. Always a pleasure, Mr. Skin. I can't. Do you ever? I guess you get home every day and your wife goes, "I know you had a hard day at work."
Yeah, as I hang up my suit coat and grab a scotch and water. Yeah.
Don Draper around your house.
Yes. And Mr. Skin, by the way, kind of resembles Don Draper.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Skin, a non-skin related story. I know that you're a former very fine baseball player and an avid White Sox fan, presumably.
Yes. Well, being a Chicago, I live in Chicago, and I'm a big White Sox fan.
Do you?
I play college baseball.
Are you a fantasy baseball guy?
No, because it takes up so much of your time. I understand it. I have friends that do it, but it just is such a time drain. And, you know, nudity never rests, guys. I have a lot of work to do.
You sure do.
Yeah. I can't be worried about baseball statistics in July.
The great comedian Jimmy Pardo summed this up for me many, many years ago when he said when fantasy baseball first started, he got involved kind of almost pre-computer.
Right.
And he said it was really fantasy accounting. It was a lot of numbers. Then real quick, how do you feel about the pitch clock?
Listen, I prefer they don't do it, but it has shortened those preseason games are like way shorter than. So if it means that it'll get more people interested in baseball, I'm fine with it. I'm a purist, but I'm willing to try it, and so far I don't hate it. How about that?
Okay. Mr. Skin. Once again, it's MrSkin.com. Thank you, sir.
Always a
you
pleasure.
got it, guys. Great seeing everyone.
The Anatomy Awards are out.
There's some interesting ones. The best tentacle.
Yeah, these categories are cool.
These are really
There's
cool.
one here, best knitting while nude.
Yeah.
And I really hope there were other nominees for that very specific thing.
How weird.
Tommy has an international category.
Yeah?
He calls Skin International. Mm-hmm. Does he have a continental? Have you looked that up?
I don't know.
Chick, do you think maybe there's a...
I'm not even looking at you.
Now, interestingly enough, on a different note completely, yesterday, Oklahoma, the great state of Oklahoma. Had I don't know if is it a referendum technically where the people got to vote on marijuana legalization. Christy, do you have that story?
Yeah, in the past few years, Oklahoma, long a solid bastion of conservatism, has quietly undergone a street-level transformation when it comes to marijuana. Dispensaries dot the landscape with more than 400 in Oklahoma City alone. But that's just for medical marijuana. On Tuesday, voters across the state opted against going any further. Apparently, they rejected a ballot initiative that would have legalized recreational marijuana for adults 21 and over.
Gotcha.
So, medical okay, recreational no.
400
in just Oklahoma City.
In Oklahoma City.
Wow.
And I guess 10% of the population already has the so-called medical prescription thing.
So they kind of don't even need to legalize.
Yeah.
Well, and the medical is taxed less. Like in Colorado, for example, when you buy recreational weed, it's taxed at 30%, and medical is like 7%. And it's pretty easy to get a med card. The old Doug Benson had a joke where he goes to the doctor, what do you got? A week back. How long you had it? A week back. Cool. Here's your card.
I think there are a lot of people lobbying against it that have other interests. in mind, not the ones they're pretending to be interested in. I think there's a lot of money changing hands to keep that illegal. But Pat, you have a tribute?
Sure. Oklahoma, where you can smoke marijuana for the pain. The wind smells sweet, like real good weed. Someone went to the dispensary today. They say it's for glaucoma, where you still need a prescription for the pot. Sit alone and smoke, what a joke. You say it's medicinal, but it's not. When you grow pot on your land, you could have made a few grand. And when they say it's for the pain, it's not for play, I mean. So if you're smoking, you might get a fine in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, what the hey? Those are hard to pull off, sorry about that. Wrong way,
So if you want to smoke in Oklahoma, you got to go to a semi-fake doctor and pay for a fake prescription, and it's completely transparent.
Maybe there are people that, okay.
Oh, for some, for sure.
Yeah, but as Willie said, it was a joke in California. Anybody could walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, the people practicing writing the prescriptions were, next to a head shop. It wasn't, we're doing cancer screenings, and, by the way, do you need pot? Okay, well, congratulations, Oklahoma. What is it, 22 states in the District of Columbia?
22 states, yeah.
Where it's perfectly legal?
Right.
So it's not like they're super behind the times.
So with 30 total states in the United States, that's almost over half, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think there were, 5 that rejected recreational marijuana within the last 2 years. Yeah.
And again, I think some of the money behind that may be coming from another industry. Could be. Just saying.
Well, if you want to do this upright, you know what you need. What's that? A good set of earbuds. That's right.
Yes.
Those buds are legal everywhere.
You're darn right they are.
This bud's for your ears.
Raycon, the premium audio earbuds at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank. Whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party in Oklahoma or Hawaii or wherever you are, Raycon's got you covered. And Raycons start around half the price of other premium audio brands. Even if you know you love your Raycons as much as we do, though, Raycon wants to make sure you feel great about your purchase. By the way, every purchase has an easy-peasy, lemon-squeezy, free return guarantee. And we haven't even mentioned 3 customizable sound profiles. The earbud tap functions. You can answer your phone, go for chick, stuff like that. Noise isolation, awareness mode. Ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off your next Raycon purchase.
Well, Raycon, they're half the price and twice as good. That's a math problem. I think the answer is 10. Coming up, we have a special surprise treat. And then next hour, we've got, of course, the lovely Alli Breen with Sexy Time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Now, what kind of vacations do you get? And since you travel so much, Jim, I would imagine that
a vacation
would be staying home.
Yes.
I know last summer you had you
went camping.
Your semi-disastrous camping experience.
It's my wife. I married this woman who loves to camp, and I'm indoorsy.
Yeah,
she always brings up camping's a tradition in my family. I'm like, hey, it was a tradition in everyone's family till we came up with the house.
Yeah.
My parents never took me camping. You know why? Because they loved me. If it's so great outside, why are all the bugs trying to get in my house?
How true.
Boy, I'm with you on that.
Happy camper. Has anyone ever really been a happy camper? Because whenever we use that term, we're being sarcastic. Yeah. He is not a happy camper. Well, why don't we just call him a camper? He's miserable. You know who's a happy camper? The guy leaving the campsite. He's the happiest camper. He gets to take a shower.
Yeah.
The camping thing.
Camping.
Are you a shower man versus a bathtub man?
I'm a neither. I'd rather do nothing.
Yeah, just lay in bed.
The shower, yeah, definitely. The bath thing, that seems like a lot of work.
It does.
That just seems, I don't know.
You have to wait.
Yeah, it's just you gotta figure out. You gotta stand up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like once I'm standing, I don't want to have to, sit down and then stand again. I'm that lazy. And chick's like,
brilliant.
You are talking my language. I never thought of that before.
And when you stand up out of a bath, don't you have all the suds on you too?
Yeah.
You're sitting in all that.
Then you got to go take a shower to clean out.
Then you have to rinse off.
Take a shower. I don't understand it.
And they're slippery. Old people get themselves broken hips all the time in them.
Yeah.
I hate bathtub showers more than anything.
Relaxing.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Men want to primarily do physics experiments involving flatulence. Basic stuff.
Oh, yeah. It really does bubble. How about that?
Hold a match to the surface of the water, that sort of thing.
I would have never thought of that.
I've not thought of that either.
This is the first show
Now
in a
you're
long
going to
time.
want to take a bath.
I'm going to have to take a bath to see if it works.
I have to take notes.
You guys don't take baths with your significant others?
Well, sure. I mean, I've done that.
Not if you want them to stay your significant others. Honey, let's take a bath. Why don't you do that? I got to check out Sports Center.
You know what Christy wants? She wants a bubble bath
and some sodomy.
That's exactly
No.
See, we have to
You have
explain.
to be very careful what you say and it's taken out of context.
Family-friendly show.
That doesn't work. See, people don't realize that Christy didn't actually say that. Chick
And
has
some sodomy.
Well, who is that then?
No, but I mean, she said it in a different
We were
context.
talking about something totally different.
You have it on tape.
Isolated,
You just keep playing it, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking. Do you see me moving?
Christy, what do you
And
want
some
for
sodomy.
Christmas?
Well,
now, Jim, now you're
I
playing.
want some nice.
Don't play
Christy
the game.
wants some perfume.
And some sodomy.
Okay. Wow. Do I have to come over there? I'm not feeling well.
All right.
That won't be on the TV show.
No.
Honoring the prolific writer, editor, scholar, and mentor that was unveiled in a tribute at Princeton University, where she taught for almost 2 decades. Guest speakers, some who had close personal relationships with Morrison and spoke over Zoom, included former President Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and Oprah Winfrey. Morrison died in 2019 at the age of 88. And Reese's peanut butter cups are getting the vegan treatment. Hershey's has announced Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups will go on sale this month. It will be its first vegan chocolate sold nationally. A second plant-based offering, Hershey's plant-based extra creamy with almonds and sea salt, will follow in April. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hi, folks. Billy Mazing here with more made-for-TV revolutionary offers exclusively for Bob and Tom Show listeners just in time for the holiday season. How many times has this happened to you? You're carving your big turkey for the holidays when, ouch, you cut your finger on another sharp knife. That's why at Mazing Industries, we're offering for the first time our patented double-handle carving knife, a must in every kitchen. It's our Surefire safety knife. On one end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. And on the other end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. That's right, folks. There's no blade at either end.
Oh!
Made of space-age polymers, my Surefire safety knife is guaranteed you just can't hurt yourself. Keep it anywhere, on the counter, in the kitchen drawer, in the pack and play, in the shower. This bladeless wonder gives you the same Surefire results every time. No cuts, no slices. The Surefire safety knife is an unsharp knife for people who aren't that sharp. Only cutting-edge technology can bring you a knife with no cutting edge. Only $39.99 $14.95 or 3 easy payments of $18.95 each.
Wow.
Order in the next minute, and I'll throw in just in time for that holiday party you're giving for friends and guests who are nudists a set of our wildly popular scrotum coasters. Just drop them down, plop them down, and enjoy.
And coast.
How can I make such an amazing offer? Easy. I'm Billy Amazing.
Oh.
Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
My man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Chick McGee's too modest to say that he's the orange man. He is sitting at the orangeinsoles.com Bob and Tom sports desk. And we have a little bit of sports coming up. But first, a special surprise. I look at the big screen, and I see it's Jeff Oskay.
Hey, everybody.
A special edition?
Yeah, we're doing, let's do this.
Nobody asked for it. No one wants it. And not a single listener is tuning in just for this. But here it is anyway. The midweek edition of Failed to Mention News. Now here's your host, Jeff Oskay.
Pew, 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 pew. That's right. Studies have proved that kids who eat eggs every day are taller. What they failed to mention, sure, they're taller, but their cholesterol, 7,000.
That's far too high.
That seems far too high. Real quick, Willie and I will be at the Montpelier Civic Center this Saturday. What I failed to mention, tickets only $15 at the door, so be sure to check that out. Me and young Wilbert. Studies say it's possible to fart yourself blind. What you failed to mention, I've never farted myself blind, but I have sharted myself out of a nice pair of khakis before.
Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Thank you. Give it time, Christy. A man set the record for the most Q-tips in his beard. What you failed to mention, I bet King Charles would hold the record for the most Q-tips in one ear. Big old Dumbo ears.
Yeah, just resorting to bullying at the end of that.
I hate that guy. No, there's a reason we fought them. An ancient woman was found buried face down with a nail driven through her skull, leading researchers to believe she was probably considered a witch. Well, you failed to mention that or just chatty.
Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know if you guys saw this last week, but President Biden and his wife broke the internet when they both ordered the same thing for dinner at a restaurant. What you failed to mention, I was more shocked they were just eating after 4 p.m.
Old man.
He's an old fellow, you see.
The early bird.
How dare he age.
We learned that a man had brain surgery over 3,500 years ago. What you failed to mention, just imagine the surgeon calling out for his instruments during the operation. Rock. Rock. Sharper rock. He dead. And finally, an alligator was discovered in a Walmart retention pond. What you failed to mention, probably because its owner wasn't allowed to bring it in the store. You wait here in the pond, baby. Mama's got to run in the store right quick and grab some crammers. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Jeff Oskay.
Nice work.
Crammers. Mr. Oskay and Mr. Wilbur, that's a Willie G and Jeff Oskay, this Saturday, Montpelier Civic Center. Check them out, and it's a charity benefit project. Should be a lot of fun. And did you have a sports update from the orangeinsoles.com sports desk?
I do. As a matter of fact, the Los Angeles Lakers retired Pau Gasol's jersey last night. Yes, Pau Gasol, number 16. His jersey was retired. I hate to be cynical about this situation, but Pau and the late Kobe Bryant played together with the Lakers for parts of 7 seasons, winning back-to-back titles in the process. And I think Pau might have gotten caught up in the Kobe tragedy, and that's how he got his jersey retired. I don't know, but that actually happened. Because when you think of Laker greats, you think of Pau Gasol.
I have to jump on Chick's bandwagon here. I saw that story, and I was like, I don't even know who this guy is.
If you're a basketball fan, you know who Pau Gasol is.
There's Pau Gasol.
Okay.
There's Mark Gasol. Should he have his jersey retired, Wilbur?
Come on, Willie.
Yeah, Christy, you got mad about this 2 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
He's got nice hair.
Okay.
And there's
fair
the
enough.
famous story about the Redeem Team or something, and Kobe ran right through him. And it's
when Team USA was playing Spain, and Spain had a shot of winning, Kobe fouled him super hard at the beginning.
Willie, this may be a terrible analogy, but is he the Pippen to Kobe's Jordan?
Yeah, in a way.
Okay.
In a way, yeah. But I think when you think of that duo for the Lakers, you think of Shaq and Kobe first.
Gotcha, right? Yeah.
But yeah, then Shaq was in the Heat, winning championships with D-Wade. So yeah, Pau Gasol did a lot for the Lakers.
Okay.
I think he should be retired.
All right.
But I'm not a Laker fan. I don't have any skin in the game.
I don't think Pippen's numbers retired.
What?
I don't know if the Bulls retired numbers, but I'm almost certain Pippen's numbers not retired.
That's amazing.
We'll find out.
Okay. Got some unusual mail here. How are we on time? This one's for Chick.
I'm not here.
Okay. That's where they gave it to me to
Well,
read.
if Chick was here, what would it say?
It says, "Dear Chick, I mean Charles."
Oh, somebody knows you in real life?
No, that happened. You missed that yesterday, Tom. You want Josh, you want to go over what happened?
Well, I think, was it Christy that called him Charles?
No, Jess did.
I forget.
Oh, you must have really been in trouble.
I don't know what I did, but I was corrected in the Charles way, and it almost broke Twitter. Yeah. The way she said it, the passion, and the way she said, yeah,
that's great.
Like your mom used to.
Yes, exactly right.
Okay, I thought she would say Chucky.
Oh.
Yeah, so we thought I wasn't here before.
Lifelong Michigander here, writes Ben from Kalamazoo. You get upset when I read letters from Michigan. Jim.
That's because you only read letters from Michigan.
He goes,
People are lying.
He goes, I'm sorry, Michigan is better than Ohio.
Chick, do you hear that?
It's farther north than Ohio.
Chick, do you hear that? He's from Ohio.
I'm just saying, this is just for Chick.
The man lacks integrity.
He goes, we have cool places like Hell, Michigan, Paradise, Michigan, Christmas, Michigan, Bad Axe, Michigan, Climax, Michigan, and so on.
That's funny.
What's your point?
It's not my point. It's his point. He's just
It's not my point. You do it too much.
What do
You do it too much.
He's
You talk about
apologizing to
Michigan
Chick.
every morning. Michigan,
I'm sure there's some great cities in Ohio, too.
There are many.
But we never heard it. Never hear about Hawaii.
them.
Never hear about Illinois for damn. We never hear Iowa. What about Iowa?
I saw a news story about an Ohio town.
Which one?
Cleveland.
Yes?
Apparently, the #1 tipping town. They tip the most.
Really?
What? Yes. In Cleveland, Ohio. I think it was like 20.6%.
Wow.
Yes.
That's the highest? That's the
average.
standard?
The average.
Yeah, the
that's
average.
pretty high for
That's pretty
average.
high,
I feel like 20 is the standard, though.
No, 15's standard.
I think 15 used to be the standard, but I think now it may be that's some research there. But
I'm 25 plus.
Yeah, buddy.
Me too.
Help him out.
They're doing a job that I could
Here it
never
is.
do competently.
Hey, Ace, how much do you tip?
Yesterday, 20%.
Is that right?
He said yesterday.
But it's my money.
Tom's
Remember?
money. Are you a strict 20%?
Post-COVID, yes.
So you'll do the math?
I got a tip card in my wallet.
Tip card.
Just move the decimal and double. It's super easy.
That's pretty much what I do. And that ends up being what? 20.
Round up. You always round up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give each and every one, no matter how good the service, a shiny quarter.
Do you bite it? You flip it to him like Scrooge?
There you go.
What I do, servers love this. I put down 5 $1 bills on the table, and I say, for every mistake, I'm taking one away.
They do love that. Yeah.
Gets kicked out of TGI Fridays every week.
Best scene about tipping, of course, is in the movie The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz, where the guy takes the big bill and rips it in half and keeps half of it. He goes, at the end of the season, if you're good, I'll give you this other. Brilliant.
That's such a dick move, too.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, Chick. Calm down.
Torn in half bill, then taped together, legal tender?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, if the halves match, theoretically.
Do some doctoring.
They got to both say the same denomination.
Oh, that's a
Wait a minute,
this is
$6. This is 100 here. This is a 10. Wait a minute, I only get 90 then, sir. When we come back, coming up, it'll be sexy time.
Pau Gasol should not have his job.
Why do you care? Player, Alli Breen and sexy time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom.
you something else about living alone?
Sure, yeah, sure. Unless, what do you want to move in? What's going on?
No, I'm just curious.
Tom's looking forward to that day.
This interests me. Yeah, I have a lot of people hanging out at my house, but I enjoy that. Do you? You said you had a cat?
I do have a cat.
You have a dog?
I don't have a dog, and that was taken in the divorce. We had a part Rottweiler, part Doberman named. That was his name.
Good boy.
He's a good boy.
He is.
But I'm thinking about getting a dog.
Dogs are great.
Yeah, they are, and especially I'll tell you, I'm interested in the Chihuahua only because the Chihuahua, I can learn a lot from a Chihuahua. I need empowerment lessons from a Chihuahua because a Chihuahua has this species amnesia. They have no idea of their relative size and the scope of reality. And I need that because you go over to someone's house that has a Chihuahua and right there, they're just ready to go. You weigh 4 ounces. I could mail you in a priority package for $4.85, and you're gonna tear my ass up. Is that what's happening here? What I don't like about certain dog owners is that I don't mind talking to your animal, but don't include me in the conversation with the dog. That's my only problem. Is when you're talking to me, talk to me.
Right.
You know, oh, did you go up to Yosemite this summer? Oh, it's great. Yosemite's beautiful. Earl and I went up there last year. We got in a tent. It was great. It rained, and boy, Pepper didn't like that, did you, Pepper? No, you didn't. You wanted to get out of that tent, didn't you? You barred.
Tell Dwight how much you hated it.
That's right. Anyway, so there's nothing to do, but Earl and I just got it on the whole time, and that's all you can do. Pepper didn't like that, did you? No, you thought Daddy was hurting Mommy, didn't you, Pepper? Look at Pepper's face. You don't know what I'm saying, do you? Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did the Mexican cartwheel and a big wheel. And that was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right, Pepper?
Oh.
Don't bite me!
Dwight Slade is our guest.
A show. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does because you folks know how to use the internet. That's right. It's our YouTube channel. Have some fun, and thanks for listening all morning long right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The best bourbons are buttery, smooth, and oaky, and a growing cult of aficionados is willing to pay an astonishing sum to score even a shot of these premium spirits. Some even willing to bend or break laws. In Oregon, a criminal investigation underway after an internal probe concluded several state liquor officials used their clout to obtain scarce bourbons, including Pappy Van Winkle. That brand so popular that it became the focus of crimes in at least 3 other states. The cases underscore how the elite bourbon business is booming. An industry group says revenues for makers of super premium American whiskey, including bourbon, grew 141% over the past 5 years. The latest eruption at Kilauea Summit on Hawaii's Big Island has paused after 61 days of volcanic activity. Hawaii News Now reports U.S. Geological Survey's Hawaiian Volcano Observatory scientists said Tuesday lava no longer flowing on the crater floor, where all recent volcanic activity had been confined. Scientists say activity diminished Monday, and by Tuesday, no active lava was in the crater. USGS said the reduction in activity was related to the larger deflationary tilt drop that began February 17th, a common process at Kilauea in which the ground deflates. The drop in pressure can then cause eruptive activity to diminish. Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
For good or ill, the game of baseball needs to evolve to survive. The pitch clock seems to be a good start. Oversized bases were also added this season to encourage more base stealing. Now, next season, all bases will be replaced by bouncy houses so runners can get a jumping start.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
She's a former exotic dancer and adult film star with a rack as big as the Grand Tetons. Now, she's a small claims court judge, and all her decisions are final. Catch the hot new show from Bob and Tom Television. She's sexy. She's stacked. She's Jugs Judy.
This court is now in session. And before we get started, let's take a moment to let our bailiff introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Kavoyan. Jugs Judy, may I say that you look absolutely stunning today. You certainly are one gorgeous lady.
Why, thank you, Bob. You keep flirting like that, and my gavel won't be the only thing getting banged today. My, it's a little warm in here. Does anyone mind if I loosen my robe?
Your Honor, that's what I called Exhibit Double D.
Bob, meet me in my chambers after court. I'd love to go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Jugs Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob and Tom Television.
This court is adjourned. Now let's all go to my place for margaritas and skinny dipping. Bob.
Catch Jugs Judy only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Kostak
from the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Whoop-dee-doo. Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold, big Pau Gasol fan.
I don't care.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Tom. Welcome back to you.
Josh, yesterday something came up and it reminded me of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Something about intelligence, wit.
It's going to be porn.
No, something about volume.
Oh, I can't be very
and
loud.
Scottie Pippen's number is retired by the second.
Thank goodness.
Someone who deserves it.
Something about volume. There was a news story about something called, is it the Borg? B-O-R-G.
Like from Star Trek?
Resistance is futile.
No, college kids are drinking it. Yeah, blackout rage gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the University of Massachusetts issued a warning about TikTok binge drinking. The trend is called Borgs, B-O-R-G.
Josh, it's basically jungle juice, but they add Gatorade to it, electrolytes. That way it helps cut the hangover in the morning.
Water, electrolyte, vodka. Yeah.
Oh, blackout.
Rage gallon.
Rage gallon. You take your own gallon.
You take a
parties.
giant gallon jug, and so
Yeah.
you have your huge jug of water that you tote around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because what would be more ridiculous than carrying around a giant jug of water when you could just refill it several times during the day? Sorry.
Are you scared because you drink so much iced tea that one of those gallons has more water than you've drank in your entire life?
Yes, that's correct. But you have. I understand. It's one of these things that's out there.
I love it. I feel better.
Drinking the water is great. But, but you have all the water you need for a day in this giant jug.
Yes. Yeah, and it's all incremented out. It's great.
This is a similar thing. Now, the way it's being justified by the students, is they're claiming that, this way you can't have someone
roofie
your water.
Okay, that is certainly something to be concerned about. But
then as one of those opposed to it points out, yes, but also drinking 16 shots.
Yeah,
you don't need to be roofied.
Right. They had to call 28 ambulances to the University of Massachusetts over the weekend for heavily intoxicated individuals. No one was seriously injured, but
thank goodness.
still.
That's
28.
28.
That's no good.
No.
It's too many ambulances. I'm surprised. They had to call ambulances from other counties.
Yes.
How many?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Wow.
Why wouldn't they use a half gallon? Like a whole gallon is hard to carry around at a party. You know what I mean? It's heavier.
Blackout rage half gallon isn't as fun.
No, it's not.
I used to drink these 2-liter beer in Korea. I taught English in Korea for a couple of years. It would come in 2-liter bottles, like certain beer. And yeah, there'd be times that was my pre-party. I would sit and listen to music in my apartment and drink a 2-liter of beer.
Is it in plastic?
Yeah.
And they're just like the regular thin plastic, not like the thicker ones for a 40 in the US?
Yes.
Oh, God, I love that.
Now, what was the music?
Warm.
Would you listen to your favorite American music?
Yeah. I had I took over some CDs, and about that time there was a website or it was like a streaming thing called Ares, ARES, I think, and you could download. It was it was essentially Napster. Yeah.
Now, when you first got back from South Korea, what was the first thing you wanted?
Thanksgiving meal. It was like July when I got back, and I hadn't had a proper Thanksgiving for a couple of years, and so I said, "Why don't we have a Thanksgiving dinner?" And my family said, "Well, just get KFC." Which they had in Korea.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Oh, they really missed you, didn't they?
So what was the second thing that you wanted when you were back in America?
To hug my mom.
Oh.
Well, you don't like that answer?
Wimp.
No, she was alive then. Of course.
She's still alive.
She's still alive.
Well, if you call that living. But then she can live anywhere because she's filthy. She's just so incredibly rich.
No. I see the confusion. She's married to a man named Rich.
I'm sorry.
She's the live one.
You need to.
Yes, she's the live one.
You need to go back over the story. Maybe this will explain why Jess lost her mind yesterday morning and called me Charles. You were at a coffee shop. You remember the story you told that was mind-numbing? It was really, really boring.
Josh, you'll love this.
No, some 20-something woman.
No, Josh. I was waiting along. He was grabbing an iced tea.
Yeah.
And
he's out among normal people. And
friendly. And there was a young lady there, and she was wearing a sweatshirt that said Walloon Lake, which is a lake I'm very familiar with. You probably are too. It, of course, appears in the Hemingway collection In Our Time.
It's in Michigan.
It's a very famous lake, a beautiful, beautiful lake. And I said, oh, hey, you go to Walloon Lake. And she goes, no. I said, well, do you know where it is? No. I got this at a Goodwill.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a, well.
I wish right at that time you would have been covered in pepper spray.
The whistle goes off.
Get away from me! That's what it's going to take for you to keep your mouth shut in public.
But I mean, would you wear a T-shirt that said, like, Guyana or something? And
Guyana?
Kool-Aid, whatever the hell that place was.
You know it's Guyana.
Whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. The point is,
You just went there.
do you wear
I do not wear clothing.
If you don't know what it is,
signifies any place that I've never been.
And you said something about the letter J, and I said it stood for jizz.
Oh, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That's when I got the Charles laid on me.
Oh,
yeah. Well, but I forget. We'll figure it out.
No, let's say you were,
I'd mind my own business, Tom.
No,
okay.
Let's just say, Josh, you were buying a slice of pizza. You turn around and
are you familiar with the term delusions of grandeur? Well, here I am in this coffee shop. Look at that. Well, she deserves to talk to me. Hello, young lady.
Josh, you turn around and there's someone wearing a Lake of the Ozarks sweatshirt.
Sure.
You spend a lot of your time, and you go, oh, do you ever go to...
I would potentially go, oh my gosh, what mile marker do you live on?
I'm just a fan of the show, is what she would say. I've never been.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah. That's
Well,
fair.
that would be a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you're wearing a shirt that's announcing something.
If someone wore a Columbia sweatshirt, would you go, oh, did you go to Columbia?
He does it to people just wearing those Columbia jackets on the street. It's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's weird.
He just wants to brag about
that's
it.
not just a college.
Class of 75. Harlem.
I'm sorry. Well, let's get back to the action here. Christy Lee, what do you
We're
got?
talking about the Borgs. If you're into drinking, I have some news for you. Sunny D is introducing a bit of nostalgia into the hard seltzer market with Sunny D Vodka Seltzer.
Genius.
The new alcoholic beverage is 4.5% alcohol by volume, 95 calories, comes in a 12-ounce can.
This is too hard. Put it in a pitcher and then pour vodka in. If only it came already made.
According to the brand, Sunny D Vodka Seltzer will be featured at select Walmart stores starting on March 11th.
That's why I can't drink Sunny D anymore. My brother John and I had a Sunny D gin afternoon. And
Sunny D and gin?
It wasn't good.
It's where 8-year-olds meet British 80-year-olds? What an odd cocktail.
It was what we had when we were underage.
I have a technical question. I do not know the answer to this. Capri Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Is the stuff that comes in that kind of aluminum foil thing. And you have to,
little pouch guy. You got to stab it.
You have to poke that straw in without squirting yourself.
Sure. Yeah.
Has anyone made an alcohol infused version of that?
Well, they make those pouches. I think they're
With
usually
booze in 'em?
frozen, aren't they? And then you put the stick in them. Yeah.
You know what's cool to do with those? You wrap around your body, have your buddy duct tape them under your shirt, and sneak booze into the concert. Nobody knows.
There you go.
Wow.
So they do have booze in those things
And
too?
pouches, yeah.
Wow. Well, handy.
They have, like those little frozen popsicles?
Yeah.
Christy gave me a bunch of, margarita frozen popsicles.
Yeah, you can get those too.
There's booze in them?
Yeah,
they're
Costco.
great.
I thought the alcohol wouldn't freeze.
Well, it does.
It's probably fentanyl. Be careful.
Oh, for God's sake.
You're no fun to be around.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, is there is there a more comedic topic?
Did you hear him? Wow. I mean, what's the classic kids drink? What, like Yoo-Hoo or?
I had Kool-Aid, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Capri Suns, of course. Do you remember
You have kids. What do they drink? We don't have little
His kids, they drink San
wheatgrass.
Yeah. It's all San Pellegrino and boosters. And
What time have you ever had Jell-O shots?
Yeah, sure. I've seen them, yeah.
Oh, I've seen them.
I'm not. I got to tell. I am not a Jell-O fan.
Okay.
In general, it's nothing against Jell-O shots. I just don't particularly care for Jell-O. I mean,
Jell-O shots sneak up on you.
Yeah, they do.
After a while, you don't care if someone else is fingering out the cup for you. You just and just
That's
take
not
it
a
down.
euphemism. She means
fingering out the cup. Oh, that's what the Jell-O is.
Yeah, you have to get the Jell-O out of the cup.
Because at first you're worried about your germs.
If I get up again, I'm really leaving.
Willie, do you remember? Did you ever see those old Sunny D ads where it was the POV from inside the fridge and it would open up? And a kid would go, soda, purple drink. Hey, Sunny D, all right. You grab it.
I do.
It was like
remember
the
that.
cool house.
Oh, really?
The cool moms
Yeah.
had Sunny D in their fridge.
Dude, I was in since Sunny Delight. I was a real Sunny Delight kid. I loved that stuff.
That's, yeah.
Pat, what was at your house? Bailey's and Yoo-Hoo?
No, just a lot of beer with my dad and Kool-Aid for us.
Also, Bailey's and Yoo-Hoo sounds tremendous.
Yeah, it does. Actually.
Once again, Sunny D vodka seltzer hitting the market in 3 days.
Yep.
Smart.
So look for it at a Walmart near you.
Pat, what was your dad's beer of choice?
Gibbons.
Oh, never heard of it.
It was a Wilkes-Barre beer. The cheapest.
Okay.
He was
Gibbons.
frugal like Ace.
Oh, my dad was a PBR man all the way.
Yeah.
Gibbons?
Yeah, Gibbons, yeah.
Was there an ape in the front of it?
No, it was called Gibbons. It was a Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania brewery.
Oh, so it wasn't Gibbon the animal.
No. He was the animal after you drank it. You know?
Oh, boy. Hey,
Get your spanking. Come here.
coming up, we've got Alli Breen, and we're going to have sexy time, and it'll be a lot more fun than this.
Okay, sorry. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. Lately, kind of overwhelming being out there in the world. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, and BetterHelp can connect you with a licensed therapist. The beauty of BetterHelp is it's all done online. That journey of self-discovery made a lot more convenient because you do it on your time. And BetterHelp can hook you up with a licensed therapist very quickly. You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched up with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. You can do it from wherever you are. So check it out, BetterHelp, and you can discover your potential. You can visit betterhelp.com/BT show. And that'll knock 10% off your first month. By the way, BetterHelp, as I said, entirely online. You can do it with a camera on. You can do it with a camera off. You can do it just with the equivalent of just texting back and forth. Whatever works for you, that's the beauty of BetterHelp. Once again, visit betterhelp.com/BT show to knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. And remember, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. Do yourself a favor. Visit betterhelp.com/BT show. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast. We call her Scorched Earth for a reason. She's joining us this morning in studio along with Alli Breen. Your letters of relationships and what we can do to help, what your relationship involves. Alli Breen comes on, reads those, and we try to help out. It's all we can do to make your life better, and we're so glad it seems to be a very popular segment here on the Bob and Tom Show. Tom calls it sexy time. It's Alli Breen, and Dear Alli, your relationship letters coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Oklahoma voters have rejected a state question to allow recreational use of marijuana. The state question was the only issue on the ballot Tuesday. It would have legalized pot for those over the age of 21. Oklahoma would have been the 22nd state to legalize the adult use of cannabis. It would have been among the most conservative to do so. Similar proposals were rejected last year in Arkansas, North Dakota, and South Dakota. The Biden administration is preparing to relax COVID-19 testing restrictions for travelers from China as soon as Friday. The administration has decided to roll back the testing requirements as cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are declining in China, and the U.S. has gathered better information about the surge. The restrictions were put in place on December 28th, took effect January 5th, amid a surge in infections in China after the nation sharply eased pandemic restrictions. And Minnesota Vikings wide receiver KJ Osborne says he was in the right place at the exact right time to help save a man from a burning car. Osborne was riding in an Uber around 2:30 a.m. Monday in Austin when the vehicle came upon a wrecked car on an expressway. According to Austin police, the car collided with a pole and caught fire. The driver had already been removed from the vehicle by the time officers arrived. Osborne told an ESPN podcast he and the Uber driver were joined by two other bystanders in helping to save the man. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
At Nike, we know that to get a job done, you need the right shoe. Michael Jordan doesn't step on the court without his Nike Air Jordans. And Jose Impalero doesn't step into the streets of Pamplona without his Air Toro. Air Toro. Once you strap on these bright red steer hide zapatas, you'll be ready to run for your life.
Yes, hello, this is Jose Impalero. When I put on my Air Toros, I feel like I can... Oh no. Oh, mi Dios. Oh, no, Toro. El Toro. Help me, somebody.
Air Toros. People would walk over you to get this shoe. Air Toros.
Hemingway may have worn khakis, but he never got to wear Air Toros. Plenty of other famous people love their Air Toros. People like Gore Vidal, Bruce Hornsby, Red Skelton, and the Chicago Bulls. So, hoof it on over to your favorite shoe store, Air Toro. Air Toro. Just do it.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Home of fun. Here's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Having a great time, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
You grabbed that bus I told you to get on there,
I missed it. I'll have to get the next one.
I told Josh the FU bus was out front leaving. He needs to be on it. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
She's here. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thought you were my man.
50 grand.
Oh, God.
My man, 50 grand.
Solid gold. Solid
Okay.
gold, Daddy.
Right on,
Embarrassing, offensive.
Let's see now. There we go. We're going to hook up with the lovely comedian Alli Breen. And there she is on the big screen. Hi, Alli.
Hi, guys.
Alli, did you go to the University of Massachusetts?
I did, yes.
Oh.
You know who also went there?
Who?
Dr. J.
Oh.
Julie
Yep.
Serving.
Wow.
Yeah.
ABA.
They had great basketball program.
The reason I bring it up, in the news, Alli, from the University of Massachusetts, they had to have 28 ambulances taken to various parties last weekend because of a new fad from TikTok. It involves filling a gallon jug with booze and downing it with a mixture of booze and some other stuff. It's called the Borg. I don't know if you've heard about this.
No, that's perfect for Zoomass, though. That's what they call it. That is a
Zoomass?
party school.
Yeah.
Really? Zoomass.
Yeah, it's a TikTok thing, and the name Borg is kind of a giveaway because it stands for Blackout Rage Gallons. So the fact that the word blackout's right there in the title should give you a hint. But in any event, last weekend, 28 ambulances.
My God.
No one died this week. But, what's your drink of choice, Alli? Are you a drinker?
I like Baileys a lot in the winter, and I like really girly drinks in the summer, like Malibu Bay Breeze kind of things. White wine, very girly. Yeah.
Okay. And what was one we had this morning? A Sunny D infused with vodka is now coming in the can.
Seltzer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you
That
prefer,
sounds pretty good.
Do you prefer it in the can?
Oh, God.
Sorry.
You don't have to answer that, Alli.
No, Alli.
But we
I
would
will
like
not
you to.
answer. Not falling for it.
Stay down, stay down.
Alli Breen is a very fine comedian. She often appears
much going on.
on Kennedy, on television, and other things. Do we have any letters to help people with their love lives, Alli?
Yes, we do. Dear Alli, I'm a single mom of a teen son who often has his friends over to our home. I was having a little solo fun one afternoon, thinking I was alone, when one of my son's friends walked in on me.
Yes.
I was horrified when it happened, and it made things very awkward around his friends. But since then, I found myself very turned on at the thought of getting caught.
Oh.
I now seek out risky places where I could potentially be caught by males or females. I know this is weird, but it's become a very strong fetish. Should I get help?
No.
Yes.
Live your life.
Yes,
My
get help.
gosh.
No, get help. You're a sick individual.
No, you're not.
Is this Stacy's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it going on.
Yeah, she does.
I think there are certain issues that could crop up depending on where this took place.
I think you're fine. Just,
Just don't get caught.
Make sure it's in front of people of age.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe don't
Yeah.
do
Worry
it in the
about
middle of an Oshkosh bagosh.
Good choice.
But other than that,
Or Cinderella's Castle.
Oh, I bet that'd be
Yeah.
something. Wouldn't that be a thrill?
Gosh.
Just
To
totally
whack
naked.
it in the
right there.
bouncy house.
As the,
That would change Disney for a lot of kids.
I don't think this is that unusual. I think there are people that this is really their thing. I'm not one of them.
I think she needs electroshock therapy or something. She's
Come on.
sick individual.
She's making people's day. Yeah,
If
for
she
the most
gets
part.
Electroshock therapy, she'll probably just love it. It'll be her new thing.
Institutionalize her. She needs to be watched.
There's a. Did you ever see that Woody Allen movie, Everything You Ever Want to Know About Sex, but We're Afraid to Ask?
I never saw that one.
There's a very funny scene with, I think it's Louise Lasser and Woody Allen, and that's the only thing that turns her on is doing it in public.
Oh.
And he's driving around in a Ferrari or something. It's very funny. But let's get on to our next letter. Alli Breen, by the way, it's ALLIBREEN with Sexy Time. Tell us your love troubles. We'll try to help. We'll see what we can do. What do you got?
Dear Allie, I'm very good friends with a coworker, and we talk all the time. My wife's getting more and more annoyed by it, and she's now accusing me of emotional cheating.
Oh.
Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is the thing. Yeah.
So, in my book, that's boy.
Worse than the real?
Yes. To
Really?
me, that kind of
Really?
cheating is worse than if you just had sex with somebody. I think I might be in the minority here, but that's just how
I don't think you're in the minority. And I think especially women feel that way when men are involved.
Yeah.
Rather
Right.
than, don't you think?
But doesn't that have to include regular cheating? If it's just like an emotional connection, like if you're cheating with someone and it's a one night stand versus an emotional affair, it's a big deal. But
Right.
if you're close with a coworker or you're banging a coworker, I'd be way more upset about the banging thing.
Isn't that the interesting thing?
See, that's interesting to me.
What kind of emotional cheating would be worse than regular cheating for you, Josh?
Oh my God.
Like laughing at your jokes.
Are you saying that would be a sign? I think.
Yeah, somebody crazy enough to laugh at anything.
No, I'm just.
I'm going to go to bed early so that I can wake up, so that I can. The night goes by quicker, so I can wake up and see. Get to work.
Yeah, so I can see you. And
That's an affair of the heart.
or telling someone things that you would not tell your spouse or your partner.
Yeah.
I think that's worse.
There's nothing worse than finding out from someone else, too. Like if the coworker was like, oh, Joe was doing this and this, and the wife's like, what? Joe didn't tell me this.
He was Xeroxing her what?
Or like if they're texting at
She was
night.
riding the Xerox machine with no panties. What?
Does anyone still do that?
I don't know. Can you still do that?
It is a thing, but just I think so. But just reassure your wife that that's not what's happening here. You're just
Honey, if you were nicer, I'd
Close
talk
friends.
to you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're just good friends.
And maybe misery loves company. They're just complaining about work, and so they bond that way? Like, are you guys
There's
bond
something
that
to be
way?
said for that too.
Right.
Yeah, it must be weird.
Yeah, you need friends at
Working
work.
around people that are difficult and demanding.
Yeah.
You got to buddy up with
People you
somebody.
can't wait to see in the morning when you get to work.
Yeah. You know what it's like.
Sounded sarcastic.
Let's take our next letter.
Years and years of it.
Alli Breen, ALLIBREE, and you'll find Alli on the various social media platforms. Weigh in with your question. What else we got, Alli?
Dear Allie, I broke up with my girlfriend 2 months ago, and she still stays in touch with my mom. We were together for 5 years, so they were close, but isn't this inappropriate at this point? Who should I tell to dump whom?
Wait, it's only been 2 months.
And you were together for 5 years.
It'll
peter out.
slow and slow. Yeah, don't.
It might not. My mom comments on everything my ex posts. They're like pals, dude. They love each other.
Oh boy, social media is
How can I get mad at that though?
exactly. And that's social media is so much wider. It's Huh.
Yeah, it allows you to keep those relationships going for a long time.
I think you have to give this one like a year.
You don't
Like,
worry.
get through the
When she
whatever.
brings it up at Thanksgiving, wow. It's a shame that Patty's not here. I liked her a lot. Oh, hi, Sylvia.
Especially if Patty starts going out and getting more, booty. She'll slowly stop talking to your mom. Probably.
Oh, did you see Patty's new boyfriend?
Hang on a second. In your scenario, even the names are older. Patty and Sylvia.
I wanted to make sure I didn't touch on a name that was actually something valid in the history of anyone's lives around here.
Okay.
I mean, I could have made that
Okay.
much worse very easily.
All right. We all know that.
Yeah, that's awkward.
It'll fade, especially when you do both start dating somebody else. It's all right.
Just ignore it.
I think it's cute. You care what your mother does. I think that's real cute. Or you like your mother.
Aw. I love moms.
That's real nice.
Okay. Allie, let's get to our next letter, please.
Dear Allie, I just started dating an amazing girl. She's 26 and she's been divorced twice. How big of a red flag is this?
Well,
you're asking the wrong
Yeah.
group here.
you know, sometimes the
people-
love bug bites.
Christy,
and
did you
then,
have any divorces prior to being 26?
People certainly change.
One.
Okay.
I had one.
I don't think it's a red flag at all.
No.
They were the wrong.
They weren't the right people.
Yeah.
She didn't stick around.
You just said
in
she's
a-
amazing.
Yeah, so why?
Focus on that for now.
Right.
But wouldn't the indication be everyone thinks she's amazing and they get married and then she divorces them quickly?
Or maybe maybe she was in love. They divorced her. We don't know. We don't know the story. They could have.
But
been
either way, it would be kind of a red flag to get divorced that quickly. I would think so. Under 26.
Under 26, I think it might be, just take it slow. Don't rush into getting married.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, if she
You don't have to marry him.
if she were a widow twice,
Then
and
I'd
they,
be
and they
conservative.
both died under similar circumstances.
Well,
you know, he fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Unless she has a particular fetish, like I only date 98-year-olds.
Then she'd probably be very rich if that was the case.
Well, I would keep
she
working,
married a man
and
named
see what happens. Let's get to our next letter. Alli Breen is our guest with Sexy Time. What do you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend always wants to try new sexual positions that I guess he probably saw in porn. I tried telling him that girl is just pretending to love it and it's not really real. She probably doesn't actually love it, but he insists it'll make me go nuts. But I seriously just want a non-acrobatic, normal sex life.
I want to talk to this guy. Just hang out. That's all.
So you see this last? Look at this girl. She likes it. Why can't you like it? She likes it. Look at her.
Yeah, I can answer this very quickly. Allie, in a porno, the one thing you never hear a woman say is no.
That's because it's very problematic.
Yeah.
You also never hear her say when they're like, "You like that?" No, I don't like that at all. Yeah. This is...
I think you're both kind of right. She is acting in the porno, but there are plenty of adult actresses who do like what they do.
Of course.
Now, there are others that have guns pointed at them from off screen, but that's a different story.
And hopefully they're all
Sometimes
addicted to some sort of drugs. So they're not
Sometimes
really...
just the drugs.
Are you going to go with your standard? This is what he's into. You're going to have
but I am going to go. If it's something you're comfortable trying, try it. And if you don't like it, tell them. If it's something you absolutely know you're not comfortable doing, just tell them that too.
All I know is when Richie and Janice would sleep together on The Sopranos, Richie would hold a gun to her head, but he took the clip out. Okay.
Oh man, I forgot about.
What a great episode.
That is a tender.
You know, that
tender
Richie
man.
guy, I'm starting to think he was kind of a bad guy.
Meat is burned.
What are you going to do? Cry now?
Oh boy.
Blam, blam.
Just negotiate and like whatever he wants to do to you, you can do to him maybe. Or if it's try anything Tuesdays, then Wednesdays you get your way. You know what I mean?
Just say no.
Tom, what did you refer that to as? Quim pro quo?
Yeah. Quim pro quo. No. Tell him no.
Yeah. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Come on.
It's just going to get weirder.
You think?
Yeah.
It's a gateway?
Or you can
pretty soon the guy's going to walk in carrying an animal in a case. What's that for? Well, I was watching this
girl
movie,
loved it.
and it's hard to get I rented this lemur. We're gonna need some.
No, what's Cousin Eddie get? The rubber sheets and gerbils or something? Right?
Oh, God.
Okay, we have time for one more letter, Allie. Alli Breen, once again, can be reached, ALLIBREEN, and on social media platforms of your choice. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I'm 49 and I just found out my husband has been having a 3-year affair. He told me because he ended it with her and she's been threatening to ruin him at home and at work. I'm so mad. We started sleeping in different rooms right now, but it's actually like he expects me to forgive him and actually defend him if she goes nuts. If I leave him, I have to start dating again at 50. I still love him. What should I do?
You team up with the ex. You team up with that girl and you ruin him, obviously.
What?
He's like, oh, poor me, until he finds someone else.
Ma'am, I'm truly sorry that you are going through that. I really am. I'm also truly sorry that you thought we were the people to ask about this very legitimate relationship issue you're having.
I know.
You obviously need to write to another show. There are plenty out there.
Couldn't she write to the authorities? This is extortion, isn't it?
No, not yet. Not yet.
She hasn't done anything yet.
How's she trying to ruin him? What does that even mean?
By telling her, yeah.
You already know, so
No, but
he's out of the picture, but you don't have to forgive him.
It sounds like there's a work component at work here.
Well, she's saying, hey, she
can ruin him at work, right?
Sounds like it's not your problem. You should get divorced and get your half and get out.
Also
Dating at 50 is not that bad, I'm sure.
She still loves him. There are
Dude,
plenty
does
of
she? Did
relationships.
that say that in the letter?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
There are plenty of relationships that
3
survive
years.
that.
3 years.
But it sounds like he only told her because she threatened that she was going to tell him.
Well, of course.
It's not like
You're not going to volunteer that
You
information.
deserve better.
Yeah.
That's 3 years. I've never even been in a relationship as long as that affair.
You know what?
Yeah, that's
it's
a
possible.
long
No,
affair.
and you know what? No, shut up. You know what? It is possible she doesn't deserve better. Okay, that's possible. Shut up. Maybe she's a raving bitch. Okay, this happens in life.
Again, I'd like to say sorry.
you wrote the wrong show.
I'm sorry. Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
How long was I out?
Yeah.
He might have another one going on the side, too, by the way. It's just the one he found out about.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. I think we've been of no help today.
I think Jess's team up with the ex was pretty helpful. Or team up
that'll
with the
work.
affair girl.
It's like,
like that.
don't take his side.
Yeah.
He got caught.
That
He's
could be
not
cool.
sorry.
He didn't get caught.
He didn't get
confessed.
caught. He told about it.
Because he was going to get caught.
Right.
Exactly.
Did you ever listen to Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers?
I loved those guys.
The car fixing show.
Yes.
And every once in a while, they'd go back to someone they gave advice to, and often it worked out fine, but sometimes it was a disaster.
Every now and then they would say, "Hey, you need to get rid of that car."
Yes, they did.
And
Yes.
get another car. A what? A newer car.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. That
You know what?
could
Watch
be.
the movie The Other Woman. This kind of sounds like that scenario. It's a good movie. It's fun.
Yeah, that's a documentary.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Cameron Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
Delightful.
Okay, well, let's move forward. Thank you very much. Allie, you on TV this week? Are you on stage? What's going on?
I'm going to be back on Kennedy tomorrow night.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do we
So
find
we got bumped
Kennedy?
last week for the murder
Fox
Murdoch
Business.
trial.
Oh, cool.
Yes, exactly.
Fox Business. Okay.
Okay, thank you very
7
much,
o'clock
Allie.
tomorrow night. Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it.
See ya.
You're great.
Hi, Allie.
Now, I've got a bunch of other stuff coming up. I want to remind you that perhaps you're getting a phone call from your taste buds, and they're going, "Hello, I'm bored." That's where HelloFresh comes in to take the boring out of your food lifestyle. HelloFresh has a bunch of new stuff. Every week, of course, they have 40 weekly recipes. It's not just recipes. They go and get the food. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together. Some of the stuff takes just 10 minutes. They've got their new delicious Dietitian Win recipes, each under 700 calories and made with less sodium. So you can power up with things like the Protein Smart Options, the one-pot pork and black bean chili, or the creamy Dijon dill chicken. From HelloFresh, that last one, 30 grams or more of protein. Willie, what are you working on over there?
Check out the Southwest Beef Cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious, hearty pasta dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Thank you very much, Willie. Now, with the price of groceries going up, this is the perfect time to get on board with HelloFresh. In fact, they've got their best offer ever. HelloFresh is cheaper than groceries, 25% cheaper than takeout. Once again, pre-portioned ingredients, you put them together. Great for date night, great for helping teach the kids how to cook. And once again, they've taken the time and trouble to go to the grocery store. They've got it all set up for you. And they have a whole array of foods. From over here, you got your vegan stuff if you want it. Over there, just comfort food and everything in between. Sign up today, 60% off plus free shipping. The code is BTShow60 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. You'll need the code a couple times, so remember, BTShow60, HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Coming up, important things in the world of news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that gives you the
Oh, yeah. So you can't see the outline.
Yeah, with jeans, it definitely gives you the J-Lo butt.
Yeah, if that's what you want.
Yeah, baby's got back. Yeah, now Chick McGee has tried on a pair of these, and Chick is known for having no buttocks.
How much do you want on video?
What do you mean? We want it all, baby. Money shot.
Like that?
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I like. Let's get Christy in there. Oh yeah.
There's almost no difference. I mean, right here. This is more what they're looking for. Oh my God.
Just shot on our front porch, but you don't have to know.
Chick,
come in,
on
Chick.
in,
Okay, Chick has
yeah.
Okay, Chick has them on. And, oh, dear God. He's got a shelf ass.
Now, wait a minute. What did you...
I have a shelf ass.
You have a shelf ass.
I have a nice ass.
How did you do? You look like you turn around. Let me see you from the side.
I can't recommend these booty pops enough.
Let me see the profile. Oh, my God. You got a basketball in your ass.
What's going on?
No, that is not just the booty pop.
What did you do? What did you put back there?
I got attitude back here, Bob. What I got.
You got
attitude.
You got a shelf ass is what you've got.
What did you put in there besides the booty pops?
It's a little fluffy pillow.
Oh.
Well, if that's the look you're going for, yeah. You know what? All the girls will talk about you at the club. Oh yeah.
Oh, it makes me want to. It makes me want to do a joke that only 4 of us would get, but we'd never forget the moment. But I can't do it.
All right.
No, that is you got a big shelf
really
ass
now. That is a good.
It makes you taller.
Look at that! It improves your posture.
What do you think?
That's
I'm not all
great.
hunched over.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it feels like I have a really awful hemorrhoid.
Well, it looks like a big awful hemorrhoid. Okay.
Oh, I got to get this off. It's really, really hot.
I'll bet. Well, you probably weren't supposed to put the extra padding in
Ass
there.
is sweating. Got this lycra.
Christy, is your ass really hot right now?
No.
Because Christy's also wearing the booty pop panties.
Is it breathing?
But Christy didn't put a pillow inside of hers.
I'm just.
Yeah, that's
They look pretty
probably
good,
what
I
it
got to
is.
tell you, Christy.
Do they?
Yeah, they look very nice.
If you're into that
It's a
sort of
little
thing,
warm. You don't like a big butt?
not that shape. No.
Oh.
Well, it's not. It doesn't make. It doesn't make your ass look huge. It just gives you more lift in the back there.
Yeah, it looks a little.
It's not making your
looks like
hips
the butt
wider.
is too high.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see one more time.
You want to feel it too?
Just turn to the side.
Oh, feel it. Oh,
Go over and feel.
Yeah,
oh, wow. There you go. Come on.
Yeah, squeeze it.
Come on, Tom. Go over there.
Tom.
Squeeze.
Go, baby. Go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Four-year contract with quarterback Daniel Jones and put a franchise tag on running back Saquon Barkley. NBA winners last night: Washington, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Philly, Brooklyn, Oklahoma City, Dallas, and the Lakers. Top 25 college basketball, Gonzaga wins their tournament, beating St. Mary's. And in the NHL, Toronto, Florida, Tampa Bay, the Isles, Colorado, Arizona, and Seattle skate to wins in victory. Pittsburgh wins in overtime, beating Columbus, and Carolina and Calgary win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now, Pat, you've promised a pizza song every day for Ace.
Ace, you got it. Here we go. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese. Or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 800 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the dough is kneaded, flattened, and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us.
What is it, Pat?
It's always been a matter of crust.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential morning radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Men, are you looking to add a little dance to your pants? Are you hoping to turn heads without costly and painful surgery? Then visit the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall and experience the newest way to grow your fro.
Hi, I'm Chick McGee. I know what you're thinking, but Chick, hair hides inches. Well, that's only when you're naked. See, when I put King Kong behind closed doors, I want the ladies to notice a bulge that rivals those old Jim Palmer ads in Sports Illustrated. And thanks to this, I can achieve that look in just a few short weeks.
From the makers of Miracle Grow, it's the Pubador. The Pubador starts at the root system, giving your patch a major poof that only the latest in Frigamol technology can provide.
Wow, Chick. Is that an airbag in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
Let's just say my curly fries have gone home style.
The Pubador is a simple 3-step system. First, apply the Miracle Mix to desired region. Place those puny pubes in curlers, and then let the Pubador leave you high and dry.
Wow, it looks like a bloomin' onion. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hello, Chick.
Hello, Willie.
What a fun day we all had together.
Yes, we did. Didn't we? I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, we have a lot to get to here still, so let's just move forward and find out what happened on this date in history.
Oh, I'm so excited.
okay.
March.
Today is March 8th.
Where's the music, Ace? Where is it? Oh, it's me. It's my fault. Time now for Today in history, March 8th.
I'm going to need a little bit of assistance on this, Chick.
You got it.
I did some of the math myself.
Okay.
But here's the background. In 1930, Babe Ruth signed a 2-year contract for $160,000.
Mm-hmm.
And the general manager of the Yankees said no one will ever be paid more than Babe Ruth. Now, in today's dollars, if my math is right, that's about $2.8 million.
That sounds right.
For a 2-year.
For 2 years.
So 1.4 a year.
Right. In today's dollars.
Right.
And
that's way low.
Yeah. You've got ball players getting
35 million a year
easily.
Doesn't Mahomes have $50 million over 10 years?
50 million. Well, Rodgers is set to make 62.
Wow.
But even if we want to stick with just baseball, it's still low.
Right.
Yeah. And Babe Ruth was one of the most famous people in the United States at the time, certainly.
And it was more than the president made at the time.
And his famous line was,
I had a better year than the president.
What a great line.
Babe, hilarious.
And, of course, Babe soundly invested that in cigars, booze, and women.
He had a hell of a lot.
And those things are still here today.
Yeah, they are.
Good investment.
How old was he? Do you remember? He was in his 50s, I think, when he died. He wasn't very old. 54,
There's
55,
the photographs of him at the end are really sad.
Yeah.
But he did play himself in a movie.
He sure did. The Lou Gehrig story. Tangled.
No. Here's an interesting one.
Not Fierce Strikes Out.
Yeah. Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees,
The
yes.
Beatles' television debut in the UK, one thing was unusual about it. It was in 1962. Do you know what was unusual about it, Pat?
I do not.
Pete Best was on the drums.
How about that?
He no longer. In 1973, Paul and Linda McCartney were fined for growing pot.
Oh, my God's sake.
Sorry, this is Beatles related, but... and again, once again, if you're following the news, the state of Oklahoma yesterday did not legalize recreational marijuana. One would have thought they would have sooner.
Oh,
than most.
Cute.
Sorry. 1993.
I think that was the definition of cute.
Did you hear that? Boomer Sooner.
Beavis and Butthead premiered in 1993.
Ah, Mike Judge.
Wow.
Yep.
And then, let's see, Happy Birthday Time. I don't know who this is, Pat. Anne Bonny.
I don't either. Anne Bonny.
Irish pirate.
My Bonnie lies over the ocean.
It was Clyde's
My
girlfriend,
Bonnie
right?
lies over the. She was an Irish pirate.
Clyde and Bonnie.
I don't know.
Anne Bonny.
I don't know anything about her.
I don't either. 0 for 2 today.
Couldn't skip anything about
Yeah, she pooped in Jack Sparrow's bed.
Oh, stop.
Now it was all worth it.
And just like that, you totally redeem yourself.
I have no idea. I'm sure I should know. I'm sorry, I don't. Let's see. Freddie Prinze Jr., born in this date in 1976. I think he's great. He's funny.
Okay.
Let's see. James Vander Beek.
Dawson.
Gigantic.
I don't want your birthday.
Gigantic melon.
Tom has no idea what I was referring to.
1977. Happy birthday.
Like
You know whose birthday?
8 1/4.
Christy, go ahead.
Oh, my dog Leo's 5 today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last week I forgot to mention it was Joey Wednesday's birthday.
Oh, no.
My youngest brother, JoJo Arnold.
Wow.
He turned, let's see.
It's with my little sisters. They're like 6 and 8, and I always go up, say 13.
I think it was his 40th.
Okay, yeah.
He was born in 82.
Okay.
Is he 41?
41.
41, that would be
How about that?
a simple math problem, really.
So obviously you didn't have a party for him.
No, he's dead to us.
Okay.
Made some horrible decisions.
Teasing.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom show today. Unless you have some more birthdays.
It's Kat Von D.
I love her.
She's a tattoo artist.
She's cool.
Yeah.
Changed her name recently from Kat to Youssef.
Yeah. You know, those cats like to do that.
That is a Cat Stevens joke that no one gets.
I enjoyed it very much.
Being followed by a moon shadow, you see.
Tom is really enjoying. Shut up. Tom is really enjoying the full moon and all things in the night sky.
Moon shadow.
He loves a celestial event.
Yeah. Josh Arnold is back in the side.
Yeah, thank you. Chick, you enjoy it?
Away for 2. It says here long days. I wouldn't go that far.
Happy I'm here?
It was all right. Oh, over the moon. Happy birthday to Bo, the 12-year-old English cream golden retriever.
Him's a handsome boy.
Bourbon sales up 141% over 5 years. Pappy Van Winkle, $1,000 a bottle. More than that. More than
they're concerned about
bourbon theft crimes,
and counterfeiting and all kinds of stuff.
Hang in there, America. We're in day 8 of March, and Ace Cosby eating pizza, nothing but pizza.
Can you do that real quick, Pat? Do the Billy Joel pizza tribute for me? I just love that.
I'll be glad to. Hold on 1 second while I grab my guitar.
Oh, my God.
Oh. It almost fell over.
There it is.
One.
Shut up!
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the pizza dough is kneaded and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us. It's always been a matter of crust.
Oh, thank you very much. A matter of crust is about Ace continues the pizza marathon.
If you ever find yourself at a circus with me, when the clowns come out, I stand up and yell, "Hey, who invited these clowns?"
Oh, that brings the house down.
People lose their minds.
Check.
Hey. Let's see. We had a special edition of Jeff Oskay news we failed to mention. That was exciting. I, for one, am glad that we finally started talking about the Beatles and their songs.
It's important.
Yeah, very. It's important.
Some of them suck. That was all I was saying.
The Tax Man is a great song.
I'm not saying that one's... you did say that. Well, I didn't like the beginning.
Yeah, they have a little fun with the stereo. It's annoying. Right.
Oh.
See,
McCartney makes that, doesn't he?
It does, the radio edit.
I'm trying a new hillbilly comedian phrase, catchphase. Who's with me?
That's better than your original hillbilly comedian phrase. Send him back.
That's right. Crazy. I'm talking about meals, a bad meal at a restaurant. Send them back.
I know, but it doesn't play that way.
I like the other one. I like the one. Don't care, she ain't my sister.
That's a good comedian.
Yeah,
too. That was Mountain Man Mitchie?
Yeah, very good.
Mountain Man Mitch.
Mitch, thank you very much.
I know him.
Ace, so what kind of pizza are you going to have for lunch?
Son of a bitch.
Gotta go. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.